Hold on.
All
It
right.
is time.
Yes, it is. Are we live? Waiting on the preview to show up, but it says we are live. And we are live. Beautiful. Whew. It has been a while since we... It has been a bit longer than I was expecting it would be before we got back to this. And I've been waiting to get back to this. Jesus, didn't realize it had been 2 weeks.
We got back to it, and it's not.
Yeah, we got back to it. A bit longer than I thought it would be, but I've been waiting to delve back into more of this. There was Yeah. There was a lot of interesting stuff that we saw in that first session that we played. And I'm glad to say we have resolved the quality issue from the last time we played this. It was some setting that I had set while setting up the layout for this game. So that's been reverted, and it should be back to the usual quality that you would expect from my streams. So yeah. How's everybody doing tonight?
It's time. Yes.
Actually really excited?
It seems that
you should be. There was some cool stuff that we saw in the last stream.
It is time for episode 2. The continuation. The Electric Boogaloo. We are fucking ready.
Just pinging the server real quick.
Yep.
There we are.
Just use a let's see. You put in announcements. You're supposed to put in major events down. It's all good. Just remember for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of had that as a looking at it from the opposite viewpoint, where like announcements are just for like whatever, and then major events like something that's really important.
No, we'll figure it out.
But thinking about it makes a little more sense now.
Yep. Well, at least the server's set up for that kind of situation. I got 10 people who've got the Notification King role, and the only role I have is Resident Troublemaker.
Yeah, I finally got around to picking some roles.
I made sure it was clear.
Yeah, it's about time. Maybe play some of that Mario Kart booster course thing. You're just not sure what you're gonna do. No. Oh, okay. So that's what Underskins is gonna do.
Never again. Last time someone asked fucking Pen to do suggestions, we got spammed in the server. Never make promises again.
Who's saying that?
Oh no, remember the KFC dude?
Oh, that guy, yeah. Man.
Yeah, never make promises again.
I didn't promise him shit. I was fucking joking around. Yeah, so if you're watching this in the future and you weren't part of the server, which those of you who weren't around,
you've made a good decision.
Yeah, that was that was a fucking shit show in of itself. Because the whole deal with KFC man that Bradley's talking about. So like sometime last month, all right, I'm on a stream and some guy starts messaging me on Discord, and he's telling me about this KFC cult server he has that has like maybe 10 members in it. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, okay, this guy's really devoted to KFC.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 12 members in my shit show server that I pretty much gave everyone admin.
Sounds like a fun time. So anyway.
Yeah, that was
this guy, started messaging me about this KFC cult server he had. So I made a throwaway joke where I said, I'll join if you have a KF console. And if you don't know what a KF console is, it's basically Kentucky Fried Chicken's gaming console that they that they came up with. And if you don't believe it's real, this is real. It's a thing.
Yeah, I just remember, not many people do know that we had this discussion, but we have a moderator chat in the server where we discuss admin-related things, and it just was us basically disputing the entire purpose of a console that can cook or reheat fried chicken.
Yeah,
and how fucking the console part of it will likely just not work after the first.
Yeah, if you're fucking, if you're, yep.
I made a joke.
Yep, and if you're doubting that it actually exists, here you go. There you go. KF console. It actually exists. I literally just pulled it up on Google Images to display on screen. This thing is basically a collector's item. Because how this thing works, I have no fucking clue, and I have no interest in learning how. But basically, the whole selling point of this console is that it can, cook and heat your chicken while you're gaming. That's supposed to be the whole appeal of the console. I don't know how it works. I don't care to know how it works. So yeah, I said as a throwaway joke, I'll join if you have a KF console. Because this thing is expensive as fuck. So...
I disputed the entire purpose of it existing for one thing.
Yeah.
Hot oil will get to extreme amounts of temperatures, and I'm pretty sure, unless it's an air fryer, which just, what the fuck, that'd probably be even weirder of a concept, but... Hot parts, hot oil doesn't mix with computer components that are really meant to be cooler.
No, not at all.
It would have to fucking cool better than fucking most top-end gaming computers can.
Yeah, which I would not expect
and it can't be done.
Yeah, I would not expect such a thing
imagine,
of KFC,
playing,
Kentucky
Red
Fried
Dead
Chicken.
2, and before you were able to start shooting people, or the moment you see Arthur Morgan, it just freezes up and just catches on fire.
Yeah. So anyway, I went on with the stream after that, and then this guy actually came back with a picture, not just some picture he grabbed off Google, he actually took a picture with his phone of his KF console. And I'm like, wow, holy shit, you actually have one. So of course, I didn't join the server because I was not being serious when I said that. and what
you think? And look, as Randy Feltface says, that's where the story should end.
Yeah, but it doesn't, because ever since that stream, this dude has been I shouldn't say has been, he was spamming my Discord, basically Discord, demanding that I join his Discord.
Brad's Discord, the server itself, he spammed multiple people, the server, and we all had separate reactions. I know Brad wanted to, speak reasoning and, tell him that, fucking... dude, you're gonna get banned, trying to speak reason to the madman. You flat out ignored him, Ben, and I just said eat a Snickers. Not you when you're hungry.
Yeah. I was basically just watching, I was basically just watching, waiting for a moment to do something. But you guys, were obviously there while he was doing this, and I wasn't. So you guys got to it first.
I clammed him a little, on fucking, while he was on a timeout in his DMs, and now I'm doing it on a server, so, he was just relentless, so eventually I just banned him and just mate, you've had 3 strikes, you gotta go.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. He had his chance to calm down and understand.
Brad decided to just message me, reminding me of the fact that, this motherfucker I made this bastard. No, dude. I made a spam chat. Oh, Christ, I hate fucking delays. Yeah, I made a fucking spam chat for this bastard, and, well, I made a spam chat just for the server, and it was never used. That's the real hurt. That's what hurts me the most.
Yep, it's like, we had a channel built specifically for you. You didn't use it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's the special kind of person that we rebuilt the server for.
Consideration for you to stick. I rebuilt the entire server to compensate for you sick degenerates, and it wasn't even used.
Yep, it never filled its intended purpose. Sad. So anyway, that was that whole fiasco. Yeah, he had his chance to calm down and understand that I was making a fucking joke, and that I don't really care about his KFC server. You can do what you want there, man. That's your server. Do whatever the hell you want. You don't need me there. I said I wasn't interested in the server. I don't care. So yeah. That was that. Tell Brad to stop taking up my bandwidth by messaging me. So Logixel's gonna be our B. And Bradley, apparently he wants you to stop messaging him. But yeah, other than that, the revamp of the server's been really nice. Well, I mean, if he has a YouTuber in the server, that's a boost to his reputation. I'm not sure what all I would do for him. So, I mean, as humbled as I am that we are very close to 1,000 subscribers, we're 15 subs away. You guys are awesome for that. I don't think I would do much for the server. Like, I would pretty much be there just to be like, yeah, this is a thing that exists. And again, I think there were like 10 people in it at most, so it's not like there was a lot of people. And I would probably just mute everything. And I would probably just mute everything and eventually leave it, because you know, I can only have, I think, 100 servers without Nitro. And while I'm not close to that at all, but you know, when I get to that point, you know, a dumb server on that. And yeah, I 100% agree with that, Big Step. I like to earn my subs from the people who actually watch, rather than just people, you know, having multiple accounts and subbing with all their burner accounts. Because you guys know, I don't do this. I don't do this as a profession. I don't do this, you know, to make a living. I just do this for fun. I told Bradley to stop messaging you.
Oh yeah, you're taking up my bandwidth, mate. You're making my Discord fucking mate.
He just said okay, lol.
Oh.
Anyway, let's jump back into this finally.
Yes,
where did we leave off? I'm sure he is.
I have a feeling I know what's coming next.
Do you?
Yeah. Yes, I am. Thank you, Pig Step. That's a very funny name, by the way. But yes, I do rule the NSFW chats.
I'm sure you do. I don't look at them very often, but I'm sure you do, knowing you.
I leave the DDLC one alone, but like the other ones.
Yep,
like...
leave that for the people who actually want it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna. I do not. Right, I forgot. Exit is exit the fuck. I forgot. Escape is exit the fucking game. I do not remember what my hotkeys were at all. Activate auto. No. Activate that. Yeah. Open backlog. Backspace. Right. So that's right. So that's how I open history. Yep. Same as click. I set to space because I know it was set to something else at first.
Alright.
Yep. It.
I think I remember.
Yep. I pressed H just because when I think history, like that's the first key that comes to mind. Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, it's. Oh right, I forgot I can also do it with the mouse wheel.
Yeah.
I think I figured that out last time. Oh.
I think.
Yep. Mate, this is why I have a text document titled "Who Does What" for this game.
Yep. Amazing.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no one.
I knew we were gonna need it. Okay, yep. So I've got the. Yep, I've got our boy. I forget his name. What was his name?
Yeah, I've got the only other male character we've ever encountered. Yeah, we'll just continue. We'll figure it out. We have the text document.
Wait, I also have the page for this bookmarked on VNDB. I should just pull that up. What the hell am I doing? Right. Yeah. We're Azai Kyosuke. Right, that's who we are. Second, but you were missing for half of the first one. This is your first G-String stream. What did you miss? Basically, just getting introduced to the world and the characters and like what we do and what is going to be taking place down the line. But I can pull up the VNDB page here if you want to give it a quick read.
Yeah, if you have the time, shove it in the VNDB chat in visual novel content.
Yeah, I'll post it there since I have the page linked.
Yeah.
So but I'll have it on screen until I post it in the VNDB channel on the stream zone.
Yeah.
Which, if you're not in, by the way, check the description. What are you doing? You're missing out.
Hey, you.
Would I put it in the Teflon? Oh, never mind. There it is. VNDB.
Yeah, it's under VN Talk. I just like shoved it there just because like stop.
Yeah, I found it. I'm just waiting for it to send. Yep, there it goes. It just took a minute to send. Okay. So yeah, if you wanna know what the game we're playing is about, I have the VNDB page. Yeah, either watch the first episode or check out its visual novel database page. I have it linked in the VNDB channel on the server.
Yeah. Alright. Let's do this.
Let's get back into this. Break time. I was called to the faculty office. While I'm at school, I try to avoid attracting attention or provoking the judgment of my peers. Of course, that involves a bit of effort outside of everyone's line of sight. But due to my frequent skipping, I'm occasionally called out by the teacher. Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. I didn't bother putting effort into the pop quiz yesterday, so now my math teacher's out for blood. He's got that passion for education thing going on.
I'll take this one. You know, Zai, I've always thought that you'd do much better if you only tried harder.
No, I tried pretty hard.
This is yesterday's quiz. You answered these wrong on purpose, didn't you?
Of course not.
Whatever. Just try to answer these questions.
There was a worksheet laying on the teacher's messy desk. He tapped his finger over the logistic curve on the paper. What, right now?
Hurry up. Think of this as a review.
Looks like neglecting the quiz was a bad call. Alright, I'll do it. I held the pencil and gazed at the questions. This here goes like this.
This is really easy for you, isn't it?
The teacher was staring at me like a hawk, observing my every move. Something tells me the teacher's trying to bait him with that. Don't stare at me like... Ah!
What?
The lead snapped. God damn it. Well, just look. The desk is a little bumpy, don't you think? If one were to look closely, one would notice the many small holes on the desk, along with countless scratches.
Well, it is a teacher's desk after all. It served me well these long years.
Have you ever thought about getting it resurfaced? Smooth it out.
Let's put a little bit of epoxy in there.
Oh, come on. It's just a desk. Trying to write on this thing messes up the characters. Look right here. Even made me tear a hole in the paper.
Stop gabbing. Hurry up and do your work.
Yeah, what if I rip the paper right where I need to do the problem? What then, teach? Ah, break time's over. Even then, the math teacher wouldn't let me go. Then again, it wasn't all that bad. Compared to my job, school's heaven. Alright. After school was over, I crept over to the lab equipment storage room.
I knew this.
Oh, right. Yeah, we made an agreement to some guy earlier that we were going to meet him here after school. That's all I remember about that exchange. That it was the character that you've had the most fun voicing so far. Yeah,
Yes,
Aiji. Yep, Eiji, Aiji. I'm still not sure how to pronounce that.
H-E, I think. Well,
H-E?
anyway, we'll figure
Yeah,
it out.
E-I-I-C-H-I. That's the name. It's usually locked. But a teacher let me borrow the key once, and I secretly made a duplicate. Smart man. This is Aiji in my territory. Let the secret club activities begin. Aichi was in the hall, waiting for permission to enter the room. Bees.
Bees. Flying monkey honey-making insects.
Babies.
Prodigal progeny, fruits on my loins.
Rabies.
Very scary.
Wannabes.
Yeah.
And thus, the password check was complete. Very well. You may enter. What? Excuse me?
It's been a long time, God.
Yeah, indeed. I didn't realize. I didn't realize I was having my intervention tonight. Yes, it's been half a year.
Nah, we met last month. Kinda forgetful deity, ain't you?
How rude! My time is infinite. Therefore, my concept of time isn't as specific as yours.
I apologize, God.
Aichi knelt in front of me.
But seriously, Lord, that headpiece is tasteless as crap.
You don't say. Silence, mortal. You're the one that made me wear this in the first place.
Wait, really?
Oh God, if you feign ignorance, God will become wrathful.
I sincerely apologize every time I come to thee. You've given aid and I'll never forget my debt to you.
Yes! The fact that you enjoy this existence is all thanks to me.
Right, you were the one who gave me Miss Noriko's phone number, God.
Yes.
You were also the one who told me Miss Noriko liked to drink.
I'm glad you understand.
But why on earth can't I seal the deal with her?
That's your problem.
Whatever, I'm gonna cut to the chase. I have a new request.
Sure, let's hear it. There's nothing I can't do. Aichi lowered his head.
Someone's cramping my style.
How tragic. It is simply human nature that one cannot avoid hating another.
That freaking girl, she stomped all over my love with her dirty feet.
Right, I remember that. This was with one of the teachers. Oh, that's truly unforgivable.
Yes, God, please visit your judgment upon her and bring down the mighty hammer of retribution.
No problem. What's her name?
Cannon.
Who?
Azai Cannon.
Hey, wait a minute.
What's wrong, God? You've always been here. Been there to give me a dirty trick when I needed one.
Yeah, but this is completely different.
You taught me how to peek into a girl's bathroom without getting caught, how to eat in a classroom without getting caught, how to sneak into the faculty office without getting caught.
Hold it right there. Also, Bradley, if you hate printers, I have a video for you. I'm gonna post it in the videos chat. If you hate printers, you're gonna fucking love that video. It's 13 years old, but it still stands up even today.
No, I've just about had it. If it wasn't for her, Noriko would have been mine long time ago.
Oh, come on. You're projecting here. Besides, Cannon is my...
God is God, isn't he? The one and only. God can't have a sister.
Looks like he's just going to get his revenge one way or another. Cool down. Cannon may be a spoiled brat, but she's not a bad person. Don't me. Don't me either. What are you, an infant?
Damn, there's no point in acting cute in front of you.
I already know what you're really like.
So you really won't help me out, no matter what?
No!
Yeah, fine then, you bastard.
Alright, meeting adjourned. God has better things to do. I have no fucking clue what that was, but that was amazing. So this is this god I heard about in the intro, isn't it? Why do I sound like Batman? I don't fucking know. God, too busy being God. Oh, yep, that was great. After putting the cone hat on the rack in my makeshift dressing room, I walk out into the hall.
I can't believe you're so heartless.
Revenge isn't a good thing. I was gonna say, same to you. Aichi looked like he wanted to spit on the floor. If it's a girl you want, I can always introduce you to another one.
No, Unless she's older than me, graduated from post-secondary, and makes more than 10 mil a year, I don't want her.
Well, at least he knows what he wants. Can't fault him on that. Oh, please. That's utterly impossible. No, it wouldn't be that impossible. The only problem would be that I'd have to use my other, non-student persona to introduce him to such a woman.
This is boring. Let's go to the arcade.
Sounds good to me. Count me in. Ah, about that.
What, you're not honestly going to pretend you're busy when I know you're just heading to Central Boulevard to pick up girls all night, are you?
I know, Bradley, nuts. Not this time. I promised I'd meet up with Tsubaki.
Who cares? Just pretend you forgot like you always do.
We're going to buy CDs together. We were together yesterday, too, you know. This could be the start of a brand new love.
Oh, that's precisely the problem with you daydreaming horn dogs.
Come on, promise is a promise.
Sheesh. You bullshit all day long, but then you turn around and act like some main character with an unbreakable moral code. I really want to beat you up sometime.
That's actually rather satisfying. See you tomorrow. Seems that the school's opinion of me meets my expectations.
I'm going home to find comfort in my bunny.
If I maintain this lie, others will begin to see it as the truth. Yes, because if the last few years have taught me anything, repeat the same lie enough times, and people will believe it. When I came upon Central Boulevard, the streets were already illuminated by the endless rows of neon lights. It would appear that I'm a bit late. Pushing back the suffocating crowd, I walked toward the cafe, Lapis Lazuli.
Welcome, table for one.
The waiter greeted me with a single finger raised. No, someone's waiting for me. As I glanced around the cafe, I realized that I couldn't find Tsubaki. They do, Bradley. Excuse me, did a girl wearing the Gyuga Saki uniform stop by? The waiter tilted his head a bit. She carries a diary around everywhere.
Ah, yes, I remember. Indeed, she was here.
Did she already leave?
I saw a man with her. They left together a short while ago.
Uh-oh. What? Don't tell me. What was the man like? Yeah, let's not get too presumptuous, but yeah, that's pretty fucking bad. Depending on who this was.
Yeah. He talked to every girl who'd lend him an ear, wore a black jacket, very big and very tall.
Yep, con artist. Probably saw Tsubaki as an easy target. Generally, con artists won't immediately bring their prey into their office. Instead, they'll talk with girls in some place with a nice atmosphere, like this cafe, trying to measure them up. I haven't done much driving lately, so I haven't been looking at gas station prices, but I'm sure it's just nuts.
Oh, Australia's fucked.
I bet it is. Yeah, I know, you've told me about how bad it is in the UK, Bradley. I feel bad for you. I'm sure it's not that bad here where I am, but still much higher than we would normally be paying.
Yeah.
Jesus, that naive girl. At the best, He wants her to work at his hostess bar. At worst, he'll want her in a porno. Even though I had just arrived, I immediately left. There are 4 operational talent agencies of varying sizes along Central Boulevard. All of them are under the protection of Azai Gonzo's organization. Of course, they all know what the Azai Corporation is. Even though I didn't want to resort to this, I really have no choice. I dialed on my cell. This is a call from the Azai Corporation. Has your agency been in contact with a girl named Tsubaki in the past few hours? She'd be wearing a Gyuga Saki uniform. And... an hour passed.
I think you...
Yeah, I believe I have her. Ah, Azai-kun! Yeah. Tsubaki walked down the dark stairs of the building.
Anyway, I'll be right back. My
Alright.
internet's lagging a bit.
Is it? Okay. I finally found you! It's really impossible when you don't carry a cell, you know. Despite being picked up by a con artist, she doesn't seem to be in any bad shape. What happened? I pretend not to know anything. Well, this magazine photographer said he wanted me to take some photos with him. Wow. Not bad. You are pretty cute. Oh, not really, but thank you. That smile almost ended up in a dirty magazine. You promised you'd meet me at the coffee shop. You shouldn't just go off with strangers. I'm sorry. Really, really sorry. He was just so passionate. It would have been so sad if I rejected him. And I did want to try and contact you first. But there aren't any phone booths on Central Boulevard, so he said that I could use the phone at his workplace. Seriously? This girl has absolutely no sense of danger or suspicion. So, what about the photographs? Well, they didn't even take a single one. I don't know why, but he suddenly said that I should go home, and respectfully escorted me out the door. Yeah, we went over this in the first part, when we were establishing like what voices we were going to do for all the characters. And honestly, I'm just kind of doing this on the fly, but it's just the most fitting one. Of course that bastard would be respectful after hearing the Azai family name. I probably just wasn't good enough. At that, I could only crack a wry smile. Forget about it. It's no big deal. Let's go get that box CD. Oh yeah! Sorry for making you wait. After we bought everything, we casually strolled along the streets. Azai-kun, why did you buy 2 of the same CD? You don't know? I'm sorry, I really don't. I explained as I looked at the 2 CDs. The first is for my collection. I'm never going to open it. Room decoration only. Wow, you must really like it. The only songs Bach wrote that I know are Air on the G String and Toccata and
Hate internet issues.
Toccata and Fugue? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. That second one there. Also, welcome back. Hopefully your internet stops giving you trouble.
It always gives me trouble. But I had to go anyway, so I'm back.
Alright.
I just turned off the YouTube stream so I can just watch this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, those are some of his most famous pieces. This CD is centered around Shakone. Shakone? I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
I think that's right.
Shakone? To be specific, it's the Partita number 2 in D minor. It's played exclusively by violins, so it's very hard to put together. Partita? There are many versions of this Shakone. I'll answer that another time. The most famous is probably the one by Busani, but personally, I'm not too hot on that one. Busani? I love her face, by the way. Although, while Bach's polyphonic compositions are excellent, of course, I do think that some of his works that hold back a bit or rein in their complexity and difficulty, pieces much like Air and Fugue, that allow the audience to enjoy the beauty of their melodies, have a charm of their own. Oh, yeah, I get you. Something tells me you don't really get it. The French suites are an astounding example of this. If we wanted to talk performers, Leonhardt plays the best harpsichord on those pieces, but you'd have to give me a little more time to think when it comes to the piano. I can think of somebody for a piano here. You know, that's just me though. Wow, really? Even though I've said this much, please don't think of me as a diehard fan. I still don't really understand the appeal of his church cantatas, for example. How is this not acting like a diehard fan? Can't say she's wrong. Thanks for being with me today.
It's not impossible to deal with, but it's a little bit troubling, but I'm keeping up at least.
Okay,
No, it's
like what does it do? Like, what is it doing?
I'm just delaying, cutting out a little bit, like slowing it down. Just
that's annoying.
My download speed's probably, yeah, it's just annoying. And then when something else happens, it kind of just fucking bugs it out a sec, but just keep going. I'm managing, at least.
Anatidaphobia. It's a fear that somewhere a duck or goose is watching you.
Oh my god, Goose Man. Yes.
Maybe if I had Aflac, I would have a bit more reason to be fearful. Interesting, Bradley. Thanks for being with me today. I even got a cute diary. I had a lot of fun. In the end, what sets Bach apart from the rest is... He's still not done? This is like me whenever you get me on a topic that I'm passionate about.
Hockey. Call of Duty.
Yep. Those are the two big ones.
Yep.
We arrived at the station before we knew it. Her right now is basically what I think everybody listening to me after a few minutes is like... Yeah. Like, damn, dude, really? You're not done yet? I'm like, no. And I cannot be done for a long time yet. Oh, crap! I promised Cannon that I'd come watch her this evening. Yep. Right, we were supposed to do that. That was a thing.
Yeah, last time.
That was a thing we were just supposed to do that we just disregarded. Skipping out twice in a row would drive her nuts. Really? I'm sorry for keeping you for so long. Nah, don't worry about it. Just a sec. I need to take this. Oh, go ahead. Is it Canon-chan? I grabbed my phone. Hey. Oh, Miki-chan. What's up? Oh? Yeah, right. Really? Well, let's grab some dinner next time, okay? Yes. See ya. It was nothing important. Didn't sound like nothing important, but okay. Whatever you say, man. Sorry, Tsubaki. I have to go now. Azai-kun! Azai-kun! Tsubaki was forcing her lips shut, swallowing her tension. What? Well... Yeah? Can you lend me that CD? Sure, no problem. I'll give it to you a couple days from now after I finish listening to it. Is that really it? Great! Then I'll see you at school tomorrow. Seems that she's still hiding something. Oh well, who cares? Say... that word really fast. So, this word is the phobia of long words. Well, man, they did not do people who have that phobia any favors. Seriously, like, who the fuck thought this was okay? Who the fuck thought that was okay, Logixel? I sent it to you. I sent it to you. The word they want me to pronounce. That means a fear of long words.
Hippopotamus. I need to fucking practice this a few times.
Yep. Hippopotamonstro is
equiptophobia.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Hippopotamonstros equiptodelayophobia.
Yep.
I probably need to try that a few times before I can pronounce
Hippopotamonstrous esquipedalophobia. God, that is a hard word to say at all.
Hippomonstrosquip.
Alright, well you keep trying to pronounce that. I'm gonna keep going here.
Yeah, that's good enough. Good enough.
Right. After saying goodbye, I left for the skating rink. It was 2 stations from Central Boulevard by train. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That one I learned from my fucking 5th grade dictionary, because they had that one in the back of the book.
That backwards sounds really fucking weird.
That probably does, because of how long it is. Because I distinctly remember everybody in fucking 5th grade was saying that, just because of what it is. The word to say when you don't know what to say. The skating arena is a complex building smack dab in the middle of Central District. It has regular ice rinks as well as special ones for ice hockey and figure skating. It's even kept open year-round. Nice!
Hockey, oh god.
And playoffs are on the horizon. Not too long from now. And I could go on all night about that. But I will restrain myself. With the amount of media attention Canon has been receiving recently, it's not surprising that Tomanbetsu? I'm not sure I pronounced that.
Tomanbetsu, I think it is.
Tomanbetsu? That Tomanbetsu City is going all out with its sports facilities. It was 6:30 already. It's almost time to clear out the regular customers and make the complex into a facility solely dedicated to reserved practice time. I got in after explaining to security that I was a relative of Canon. Of course, joining these athletes on the ice during their rigorous training is strictly forbidden. No, but nobody's saying you can't sit in the seats. I sat in the stands and silently observed the practice.
I think this one's you.
Yeah, I'll have Canon as well. Hey, Nissan! Forgot what voice necessarily I was doing for her.
I think that was it.
Sounds about right to me. A happy, carefree voice came from the direction of the rink. I couldn't see her coach anywhere, so it was probably break time. Nissan! Look! Look! Oh, very nice. I don't watch figure skating much, but very cool. Cannon gracefully glided around a track, not even wearing a coat. Hey, what are you playing? It's not a game! It's compulsory figures! Compulsory figures is an event where an athlete has to etch a pattern onto the ice. Well, damn. Although, since it was unsuitable for TV broadcast, the event has been excluded from most competitions. Practice is going to be over soon, so wait for me! Cannon was on one leg, going in a circle. Occasionally, she would change the direction of the curve, slowly tracing out a symbol on the ice. Due to its slow nature, it doesn't look all that fancy. Getting bored here, but for Cannon, it's an important test of her skills. All done! To keep on practicing, even during break. Impressive. Wait till you get a load of this! Cannon faced me while skating backwards. The skates traced out 2 parallel curves with complete ease. Wow. Have you gotten better or something? I gave her an obligatory compliment. I'm going to go spin now! Pivoting off that motion, she began to spin. But it would appear that she didn't generate enough momentum, and she suddenly stopped shortly thereafter. Wow, that looked really good or something. Nissan, if you're always half-hearted like that, Nan-chan's going to get angry, you know? Well, I'm not a judge or anything, so I really don't know. Still, it seems like you've lost some weight. Yup. Thanks to that, I can jump even higher now. Height, 5'3". Body shape, well-proportioned. However, it was her long limbs that really gave her the edge in figure skating. Whoa! When she tried executing a second jump, she lost her balance. Hey now, don't get too cocky and injure yourself. If I got hurt, you'd come take care of me, right? She chatted as she came over to the seats. Aren't you cold? No, I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, I imagine she's had a long time to get used to this if she's been doing this for a long time. That's not Zuki levels? Is that right? Pretty sure.
No, this is beyond.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same height as Monica, too. Or at least close to it. That thing you're wearing, is that your competition costume? Yup. Is it okay to be wearing that right now? The big day's coming up, so I have to wear this while practicing. In a month and a half, Cannon will be entering a competition that is used to select Olympic participants. That's right! But the main reason I'm wearing it today is because I wanted you to see it! Well, it's quite nice, I must say. She held out her arms and hugged me tightly. Hey, watch it! What? Look at your feet! Those razor-sharp blades almost cut my toes off! Yeah, hockey skates are no joke. Or ice skates. Yeah, ice skates are no joke. Slice them and dice them. This girl has a weird sense of humor. Oh yeah, where's Mama? Coach? She's in a meeting right now. She's really busy, huh? Wanted to say hi, at least. Well, it's 'cause Nan-chan just went to Canada, right? Since my foreign training is done, they're talking about the direction they want to take with me. What direction do you want to go in? I don't know, but I'm definitely going to the Olympics. She's a simple one, isn't she? I can respect that. Knows what she wants, not necessarily how she's going to get there, just that she wants to do it. I can respect that. I'm a lot like that. I see something that looks cool, I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. Not sure how, but I'll figure it out. Hey, listen to my popularity plan. Plan? The plan is to be even more famous so that more people will come and watch Nan-chan's performances. Great! What comes next? That's it.
That face, though, is amazing.
Yep, that face is fantastic. Don't mind me, I'm gonna grab a snip of that right quick. That is amazing. That's amazing. Just yes. There we go. I don't know what folder I just put that in, but... I'm just gonna put that in photos and stuff with no context. So that whoever's watching is just real... Whoever's not watching is just really confused.
Nice.
It's a vague plan, but that's so like you. I'm sure you'll be fine. Cannon returned to the skating rink once again, smiling all the while. Now then, I'm gonna show you my quad jump too! Oh, you mean the loop? Quad jump refers to the quadruple Lutz, an extremely difficult jump that has never been successfully performed in any public women's competition around the world. The jumping itself is easy. Landing the damn thing is the hard part. I'll take your word for it, because I don't know jack shit about figure skating. I've always fallen down before, but I'm sure I can do it if you're watching, Nissan. Hey, don't try it if you can't do it. It hurts when you fall, doesn't it? Yeah, that is solid ice. But I'm going to be even more popular if I pull it off. That only works if you succeed. I like that point. Hey, man. That's what sometimes you gotta take a risk for. This'll only work. My plan will only work if I do this. But if it works, it's gonna fucking slap. Everyone loves it when you bring new techniques, so I have to try my hardest to make it work. Cannon started skating again, full of momentum. Huh? Nissan! I'm starting now! Wait, I'm getting a call! Oh, come on. It's probably Miki-chan again. Jeez, there's a limit on how much you can disrupt my life, you know. Hello? However, when I heard the voice coming through the receiver, I couldn't help but hold my breath. Nissan! Are you finished yet? Cannon was nowhere near my radar. I'm starting! I'm jumping! You'll be sorry if you miss it! After the call disconnected, I said one thing to her. Sorry, something came up. What? Wait! Cannon stomped her feet, and the sound of crushed ice reached my ears. My mindset had already changed. My carefree time in the surface world was already over. Oh boy, I wonder who that call was.
Oh, I think I know who it was.
Yeah, I have an idea. But yeah, that sounded sinister. Because that call was from Azai Gonzo, summoning me to his quarters. I had a hunch it would be somebody, big and powerful like that.
It's his father.
Yep. The city's southern district is very quiet. It's a tranquil, high-class district with newly built homes lined up one after the other. Each of the many mansions is so spacious and luxurious that it creates the illusion that one isn't even in Japan anymore. The pedestrian count is remarkably low, and I only occasionally pass by a cop patrolling on a bicycle. The luxurious doors all bear the metal plates of various protection agencies, sparing not even the space for an insect to pass through. It's an area that suitably demonstrates the power of the people who live here and control this city. For around an hour, I arrived at Gonzo's estate. No matter how often I come here, I still get nervous. And rightfully so. London has cops on horses? Is that actually a thing over there?
I think so.
Wow. I didn't realize London had that still. When I pressed the doorbell, a maid quickly answered. It's Kyosuke. Is my father in the house? Oh boy. After a few more minutes, I was allowed through the gate. 2 expensive black cars were parked on the grounds. I looked at the pond as I walked through the hall. On the way, I met a few of Gonzo's subordinates and greeted them. Gonzo is having dinner with a guest right now. I was commanded to join them for a drink. I can only follow instructions. I finally arrived at the door of the guest room. Light leaked out from beyond the sliding door. Didn't hear a conversation. Instead, I only heard the sound of alcohol rapidly flowing through someone's throat. Without a doubt, that man awaited me on the other side. Pardon the interruption, sir. It's Kyosuke. After a short while...
Oh.
Azai Gonzo released a deep sigh that resembled the braying of an animal. May I join you? I heard that there was a guest, but I couldn't see anyone else in there.
Enter.
So here he is, the big man himself.
Jesus Christ. I see a hand.
Oh, I just noticed that in the bottom left corner. It's slightly obscured by the text box. Yeah, in case you missed it, well then. They're certainly setting the tone pretty well here. I immediately sensed something abnormal. Yeah, you don't fucking say abnormal.
Oh, this music though.
Yeah, this music is really good. A series of extravagant dishes had been strewn about the tatami mats. It's been a long time. I sincerely apologize. In this traditional room, a man who appeared to be a guest lay before me. He was bleeding from the forehead and was lying down flat on the table. Well, shit. I gazed at the man, unsure whether he was dead or alive, and put on a mask of indifference.
How have you been lately?
There are no problems worth mentioning. No problems at all. Before my father, before Azai Gonzo, I'm used to the sight of blood. On the corner of the table lay a crumpled business card. Something tells me that guy didn't get the deal he was looking for.
Got what he wanted at all.
I would say no. And if this is a regular thing with this guy, according to our boy here, well, damn, that says a lot.
Son of an infamous gangster.
No deal! Yep. Maou Station, First Planning Department, Executive Producer. I think I've heard his name before. Every Monday at prime time, he airs popular drama shows with over 20% viewer rates. This guy is pretty famous. But both his personal and work lives are riddled with impressive exploits. There's no person in the entertainment world who wouldn't wag his or her tail for him.
What's wrong? Does this bother you?
No. If he gave out his card, that means this is the first time they've met.
This guy is far too arrogant for his own good.
You haven't changed, father. Cannon is famous as a beautiful figure skater. She's even been in a few commercials. If Gonzo called this man arrogant, then it's probably not his personality. It's likely because of some problem with a contract. Yeah. At any rate, my father just submerged someone into the sea for violence upon their first meeting. Someone of rather prominent stature, no less.
You can tell just the sheer personality and observation skills of the protagonist just by how he's entering this room and examining both what situation's happening and with prior knowledge and ascertaining what sort of occurred here without little, like, direct things told to him.
Yep. And at the same time, it's also giving us more background on what his old man is like. So yeah.
Good writing, man.
When I was younger, I always wondered why he could bend the rules like that. Seems like the man is still alive. Do you think you're just going to get away with doing something like this to me? Gonzo glanced at the man as he picked up a piece of sashimi unrivaled in taste. I'm going to tell my lawyer. No, screw that. Police. I'll wipe you away, you scumbag. I'll wipe you from the face of the earth. And he's just staring at him like, yeah. I'd love to watch you fucking try. Gonzo laughed gleefully.
Your daughter's about 20, correct?
Gonzo took another swallow of delicious sake. I can understand what Gonzo is thinking. It's too late now. To those who have never experienced true danger, threatening to call their lawyers or the police at the first sign of hostility seems completely logical. Only, it's too late. Yeah, it is far too late for this, man. The police won't move until something has happened, and a lawyer can't be by one's side 24/7. So, yeah, making a threat like that to a man like this is a completely empty gesture.
So, do you think you'll be satisfied after your daughter finds herself shipped off to the highest bidder and some of our worthless thugs do time in jail for it?
This isn't a dry threat. Multitudes of delinquents under Azai Gonzo's control are just licking their lips, desperately waiting to receive any order. Beasts who would take pride in their time spent in custody. They're illogical creatures, men who don't even analyze the immediate future. They merely follow orders down to the letter.
Well, sit down and have some sashimi.
Blood is splashed here and there across the food. The blowfish looks particularly delicious. Thank you, sir. The man's breath was as feeble as an insect's, yet I picked up my chopsticks. Call ambulance.
Are you going to drink?
No, alcohol's a bit... Save me.
It's shochu liquor made in Kyushu. It's quite something.
Really? This guy is on his last leg. Nevertheless, the two of us neglect him and enjoy our food. Yep. That's pretty much this guy on the floor right now. Just, they're going on like nothing happened, and he's just like, understandable, understandable, have a nice day. This is the relationship between Azai Gonzo and Azai Kyosuke. Well then, what's the day's command? I timidly cut to the chase. Gonzo tilted his head.
You're carrying the smell of a woman.
Pardon? What's he talking about?
You got a bitch.
No. Paying no mind to my refusal, he glared at me, emitting an unspoken, suffocating pressure. I was fooling around with a classmate, Miwa Tsubaki, for a couple of days. That was it, really. She has no money, so I have no real interest in her. Gonzo stared at me once again. He's almost 6.5 feet tall. He definitely looks it just from this image alone. A tall and beefy man that you do not fuck with.
Yeah, he literally just did this to a random guy and ignored him.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit with blood covered on it.
Yup. The giant excreted intimidation from his every pore. Is there something amiss?
Not that woman.
Woman I've been around, but not Tsubaki?
I met with Cannon.
Yes, she told me. Gonzo took a furious swig of the liquor.
Cannon is different than Ikuko. She has spirit.
Ikuko is Cannon's mother. I call her Mama when I'm at school or speaking with Cannon. She's a figure skating coach. I figured that much from when we were at the rink earlier. Also, she was Gonzo's lover long ago. Ah. So it sounds like there's a bit of bad blood there. In other words, even though Cannon was his only daughter, she was still merely the child of a mistress. Gonzo's real wife died a while ago. I never met her. Well then. Cannon doesn't know about this, and obviously Gonzo and Ikuko live separately. Cannon's personality is much more similar to yours than her mother's. Is that right?
I think that might be a way to degrade, like, the mother.
Yeah, I could see it as a slight on Canon's mother. But I guess I just didn't look at it as that when he first said that. Stubborn and arbitrary. Yeah, that makes sense.
That girl will turn out to be quite profitable.
Easily. Yes. She's a candidate for the Olympics. Of course she will. Publishers and production companies are constantly knocking at the door. If she does manage to get in, foreign media will undoubtedly be interested in coverage. Her future is looking bright. As a front organization, we at the Azai Corporation should consider using her as a powerful PR tool to help improve our image. Gonzo gave a satisfied nod at my suggestion. I mean, it only makes sense.
About Canon.
Gonzo opened up his hairy fist. The atmosphere in the room suddenly became unpleasant.
Listen, Kyosuke.
Okay. When he called my name, my anxiety peaked.
Fuck her. Look at that face.
Yeah, that face. Well then. In an instant, the strong man in front of me turned into a detestable monster.
If you want a bitch to do what you want, you have to eat her up.
How can such a father even exist? Even if she's illegitimate, Canon is still flesh and blood. To have his foster son engage in such intimacies, one must question the man's sanity.
We have to milk as much money as possible from her. Men may be all about logic and self-interest, but women are different. You got that?
I gave an ambiguous nod.
I don't care how you do it. You can pretend to love her or even make her your rightful wife for all I care. The most important thing is to establish a sexual relationship. Women place too much importance on that kind of thing. It's the easy way to make those creatures obey you.
I understand. I'll see to it. Sooner or later. My head is numb. When I am before this monster, all regular thoughts cease.
Also,
Gonzo lowered his voice a notch.
have you heard of a small organization named The Boys?
Yes, they're an event circle which has gained a bit of power on Central Boulevard. An event circle is an organization that helps gather customers for clubs when special events are held. They're just a group of party-loving thugs, but their outward appearance is pleasing, and they can dance and DJ. Compared to some talentless performers, they're actually quite good at gathering customers. Do you intend on doing business with them? After these organizations expand to a certain point, Yakuza will usually come in to help clean up the mess. In exchange for a protection fee, the Yakuza will then help them out when they run into any sort of trouble. However, Gonzo wrinkled his brow at my supposition.
They're selling cocaine.
Oh, okay. No way. My back erupted into a cold sweat. Yeah, that was one of the first things we commented on. It's very fitting. Such a small organization actually dared to sell cocaine? Unforgivable. Of course, the reason that's unforgivable isn't because it's against the law. No, not to these people. All the cocaine circulating in this city is under the control of the Sanoyama Sanoyama is how I'm going to go with that. He's under control of the Sanoyama group. Azai Gonzo happens to be the leader of said group, the fourth in its history. Of course that's why he's pissed about it. Because he's like, that is mine! You do not get to sell it! You're getting Breaking Bad vibes here? You can see why. I watched some of that, but not all of it.
This is a organized crime kind of mindset. So,
yep,
morals
exactly.
And ethics don't apply here. Money.
Nope, and not at all.
And fucking even the protagonist said himself, money is the one thing that's always on his mind.
Yep, exactly. Because to him, it's the one true thing that matters. I only know what I have to, so I have no idea where they get the cocaine from. But the important thing is that those amateurs went ahead and stepped in our territory.
It seems that their cocaine is a higher quality than ours.
Oh, that's it. That's very strange.
As we speak, I have men looking for their leader.
With his mobility, power, and extensive network of information, tracking down a little brat or two would take little to no effort. Ah, I understand. I might not be needed in this case, but I'll search amongst the shadows. I lowered my head deeply.
Do so, son.
Yes, after all, I owe my current lifestyle to you, father. I drank with Gonzo until late into the night. I have no idea what happened to that unfortunate producer. Chapter 1.
That was
okay. Yeah, so I guess now we're truly out of prologue territory.
That was an interesting introduction, don't you think?
Very much so, yeah. Really sets the mood and lets us know what to expect with this man going forward.
Right back.
Okay. I attended school every day this week, so I feel pretty good. For me, school is a free place, completely devoid of pressure. Yep, a place to unwind. Aw, damn. The Jigsail's not here. Hey, Kiyosuke. Not to mention the countless friends I have. So, what about what we discussed yesterday? What do you think? What about yesterday? Dude, don't fuck around. Thing about your sister. He's still moping over that matter. Aichi, try to be more mature. There'll always be more women. Shut up. Miss Noriko just shot me down in an email. Sorry, but I can't go out with you, Aichi-kun. Aww. But wouldn't you say that a woman who turns you down for such a little thing as what happened yesterday isn't the woman you're looking for? Damn it! It's all Cannon's fault. Aichi tightened his small fists to show his indignation. What's this about, Non-chan? Oh, there you are. Ai-chan, what's Non-chan's fault? What's Non-chan's fault? Nothing, Non-chan. Always so energetic. I wish I could have some of your vitality. He released his clenched hands. Cannon, do you have gym class today? Yeah, I can't wait. We all promised to practice in the morning together for the volleyball match tomorrow. Oh, so she does volleyball too. Cannon lowered the bag that I gave to her as a present. And I like how as soon as she says it, he's just like, oh shit.
Oh god, I see Aichi and fucking Cannon in one place. We're fucked.
Yeah, Cannon was just talking about practicing in the morning for a volleyball match at gym class. And of course, as soon as she says that, he's just like this. Like, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Inside the bag lies a gym uniform. See ya! She lightly stepped away.
Damn, she's annoying, and that stupid smile's the worst part.
You aren't exactly the brightest kid yourself. While carrying on with our meaningless conversation, we entered the school. I arrived quite early today, so there weren't many people in the corridor. Downstairs, a girl approached us with inhumanly heavy steps.
Morning.
Right, you!
Yeah, I believe I voiced this one.
Yep, you do. She was also someone I wanted to learn more about. So all I remember is that she has a role in all of this underground stuff, but it isn't too clear. It wasn't made too clear so this early. Yo, you're pretty early. Impressively.
Is that so?
Our eyes never met.
Oh, Asami-san. Yes? You'll be friends with me today, right? 2 people a day, that's what you said, right?
Oh, right, I remember that.
No, it's 2 people per community. Having Tsubaki and Cannon from school has already pushed me to my limit.
I don't remember her saying that last time. Seems like just her way of getting around saying no. No, fuck off.
Meanie. Sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, it's just I'm rather strict about these matters. I am a hero after all.
Are you now?
You can at least loosen up a bit when you talk to me, right?
I'll see you in class. I find it hard to interact with this Usami Haru. What's with the glare? Usami stared at me with discerning eyes. Such a strange girl. What did I do to you? My entrance to the classroom brought with it a surprise! The person who had been missing for a few days stood right beside the window. Oh, that's right, that empty seat. That empty seat in prologue. Hey, good morning.
You want to type this?
I'm content with you having this one, since I have our boy Miwa and Cannon. Well, you just have Aichi and Usami, so.
All right.
I'll also give you his father.
Yeah, well, I voiced the father anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gonzo. Like I've.
Yeah. So I'll put that. I guess I'll put that as yours, and then I'll take her. I guess because we did say we were going to go back and forth.
Yeah.
All right. You're reforming another fortress into a wither skeleton spawner.
Oh,
there you go. Hey, you got to grind out those skulls.
Yeah.
I've spoken a friendly tone.
Is so much different from vanilla Minecraft or something. Just
the sheer.
Oh yeah. Power. Oh yeah. I've seen lots of mods.
They're a vanilla leader, like. Yeah, sure, but out of anyone, I'm probably the best at modded. Just.
Yeah, that's
destroys me.
Yeah, mods are the reason I want to try it on
Genre Edition.
Yeah, mods are the reason I want to try Minecraft on PC someday, but then I'd have to get used to PC's crafting system.
Yeah, it's a little.
And that would be a major adjustment. You're quite early. You're quite early too, Shiratori-san. Shiratori showed no interest in anyone within the classroom and continued to water the flowers quietly. You're so responsible. You come here early every morning just to water the flowers, don't you? Me too, Zach. Me too. That would be my main reason for having a hard time transitioning to PC.
I've always been into PC. Like, that's the first Minecraft I ever played, so just that's
yeah, with it. Yep, it's more natural for you because it's what you started with.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it would be a matter of trying to memorize all the crafting recipes.
If you touch vanilla or like modded, like there are.
Yeah, like I've heard you can. Yeah, like I've heard you can fix that with mods, but.
Well, no, the new versions have a crafting recipe system, and there are always mods that can tweak quality of life. Like there's the 3 many items mods. There was too many items, which was around 1.6 and that. Not enough items, which kind of replaced that, and then just enough items that kind of went from like 112 and plus. Which they always had the same thing of having, like, even if you're in survival mode, you could see every item in the game. You could have a cheat way you can just click on it and get it, or if you're just in survival mode, you can just click on it or click R and you'll get the recipe for it. And you can have a shadow part on the grid, on your crafting grid, so you can put everything you want there. There's a lot of quality of life. Like, I can go into depth of like crafting tweaks, mouse tweaks, like all those little things for modern Minecraft. But
keep forgetting that's not how I bring up the menu. Just figured I'd have that while we go on about Minecraft here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been into modern Minecraft for fucking years, so just...
Yeah. I've seen online a lot of cool mods for Minecraft that I'd love to have and try out, just because they look really fun to play with.
Well, because of that, I was able to make a wither killing machine that could spawn and kill withers in a quarter second time interval. And I haven't seen a wither killing design faster than that.
That's the one you always emphasize.
I take the credit on that one. No one's not faster than me.
Anyway,
let's get back to this.
Yep. My interaction with Shiratori Mizuha is not without purpose. I'll note her down as Shiratori for now. Let's see what... Yeah, that's how he addresses her, so I'll do it as that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen you for quite a while, huh? I can't really blame you, since I skip every now and then myself. But what made you take a few days off? I hope you didn't catch a cold. Shiratori is the daughter of the school's director. Okay, so that's the relation. Okay, now everything makes sense.
Yeah, don't know if I half remember, but I think that she might be subtly aware about the underground Azai.
I guess we'll just have to find out.
But yeah, I haven't played this in a while, so I only know a little bit about what happens.
Alright.
I've played a lot of visual novels, a lot of it just fucking flies off. Anyway, let's start playing.
Yep. This director is also the chairman of a contracting company. And that company is a subsidiary of the Sanou Corporation, one of Japan's most prominent and well-established corporations. The Sanou Corporation, which manufactures everything from pens to rockets, has its headquarters here in Tomenbetsu City. Thus, the variety of business it develops here are a huge influence on the region's economy. Kind of reminds me of General Electric here in the States, where they make everything from your everyday stuff to the M61 Vulcan rotary cannon. Their influence permeates the city so thoroughly that it's practically omnipresent, just like that of the Suwa Alliance. Which means that if I wanted to operate some financial mechanisms here, keeping a good relationship with Shiratori Mizuha wouldn't hurt one bit. Put on my fake smile as usual. Hey, Shiratori-san, can I have your number? Maybe we could hang out sometime. Shiratori's hands and the watering can they held suddenly halted. Azai-kun. Do you like flowers? Well, I don't really have much of an opinion. I can enjoy the look of a nice garden, but I'm no enthusiast. Yeah, same. Then what do you like? Girls. I made sure to remember my smile as I spouted that line. Not impressed. Just kidding. Classical music. I actually bought a CD just yesterday. Classical music. Is that it? Huh? As far as my interests go, the only thing I've got left is going to arcades. Do you like money?
Ooh.
Damn! Straight and to the point! Although by only the slightest bit, Shiratori's tone changed. Dude just got fucking called out.
Yep.
Money, you say? I'm sorta rich and all, so I never really thought about it. I smiled as I scratched the back of my head, but then Mizuha suddenly said, "Too bad." As if striking waves on calm waters.
Oh, that music change.
I was going to reproach you if you answered by saying, I hate money. Huh? What's up with this woman? What are you talking about? Well then, Shiratori-san, do you like money? She didn't answer me. I know about you. What about me? You ride around in an expensive-looking car. True, I had an imported deluxe limo. Told you I was rich. My dad gave it to me. But why did she know? You hang out with some ferocious-looking people. Did she see me on the streets? Nobody from this school should know about the Azai Corporation. I have always been careful about how I go about doing things. You order people 3 times your age around like they're slaves. Where did you see that? A residential street in the Southern District. My house is near your foster father's estate.
See,
that's why. Yeah, very clearly.
Yeah. Fuck.
It's useless to play dumb now. If she knows this much, then yeah, the jig is up. After all, Shiratori is the director's daughter. She could have investigated any student's background easily if she wanted to.
But not
so
his.
What? I smiled thinly. Even knowing that I manage huge capital in the Azai Corporation, what are you going to do? So the real you comes out when you're threatened. Say what you want. Why do you act the part of a lazy student at school? Nobody's going to confess his sins unless he's forced to, isn't that right? Oh, so you know you're doing something wrong? I was just using it as an example. If I were you, I'd stop trying to nitpick and find faults in little things like that. Makes you look bad. Despite your facade, you're actually quite intelligent. I don't think I have any chance of winning. Shiratori remains emotionless. This is a little troublesome. The reason I spend my precious time in school is not only to reduce my stress, but also to hide my identity from certain corners of the underworld. Practically all business is dealt with either by phone or by email. I don't even meet people face to face when the deals go down. Me too, Bradley. In trades like mine, your life's at risk once you're exposed. Besides, Gonzo, only a few administrators from the group know my identity. Thus, keeping Shiratori's mouth shut is essential. May I ask you to keep this a secret? Something tells me that's not going to go well. Please. She didn't reply. I understand. How much do you want?
Hold on.
What's up? Shiratori revealed her emotions for the first time. In frustration. I hate you. That's all I wanted to say.
How rude.
Wait, don't run. I grabbed Shiratori's hand. How's 1 million sound? You serious? Money's the only way to gain trust. What a pitiful person. Your sympathy isn't what I need. Just allow me to feel safe. I stepped forward. Shiratori's beautiful lips began to quiver. Everybody's watching us. I'll just say I was hitting on you. Nonsense. Everybody in this class thinks I'm nothing but a playboy, because I intentionally project that aura. What about you? You barely ever show up to class. Do you even have any friends? Who do you think's going to side with you?
I like his bitterness and bit of narcissism in there.
Oh yeah.
I thought you'd like this shift in a protagonist other besides MC, because that's what you're kind of used to. Having a protagonist like this, I thought would be an interesting change.
The corners of Shiratori's quivering lips turned down. Let's just try to get along, shall we? Let go of me. And there's the bell. I hope we can have a more pleasant chat next time, don't you?
You can tell, the influence that the Gonzo had on Kyosuke.
Very much so.
Hmm.
This time, Shiratori freed herself from my grasp. She was trying to act tough, but in the end, she's still a teenage girl. Now, let's enjoy school. Oh, what a fun first exchange for Shiratori. Miki-chan didn't call today. Tsubaki, Kanon, Aichi, and I were on the rooftop as usual. Yusami was there as well, keeping her distance from the rest of us. Time for lunch! I'm going to eat a lot today! Kanon brought a lot of bread from the convenience store. You were very active in gym class again, Kanon-chan. Your stomach's already empty, isn't it? Yeah, and I skipped lunch the last couple days.
You have to try my dessert too. It's a famous pudding from Central Boulevard. I was gonna eat it, but I'll give it to you as a special present.
Has he already given up on hating Kanon? Oh, pudding from Funky? Looks delicious! Funky is a popular dessert shop among the girls.
It's already expired, letting you off the hook with a little tummy ache. Ain't I just the saint?
I really should stop him. Non-chan doesn't like pudding. I love her face as she says that.
I love what she says.
Yep. Nan-chan doesn't like pudding. It's so fun how she goes back and forth from like first person and third person.
Yeah. What? Really? You don't like sweets, Canon-chan?
You know what they say. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Most bitches roll over and spread their legs for a sugary treat. And Jesus Christ, stop acting like you're hot shit by using proverbs.
Aren't you gonna eat any, Ai-chan?
No, I'm fine.
Why not? I thought you liked sweets. You're always happily digging into them.
You know what they say, when you meet someone you have not met for 3 days, you should see him with a new eye.
That's not a saying.
How are you not ashamed to be so stupid?
Because Nan-chan is always right. I am always right. Isn't that so, Nissan? Yeah. Anyway, eat your pudding, Aichi. My god. That exchange was great.
Oh shit, sorry, I had to message my group chat. No thanks, Sabaki-chan, would you like it?
Sorry, I'm already full.
What about you, Usami-san?
Usami, who's been watching us argue from far away, responded with another question.
Pudding can only be stored for 3 days, right?
Yes, though it's better to eat it within 2 days.
So, while I love sweets, I'm gonna have to pass on expired goods. Huh?
Aichi's pupils contracted.
Well, it's just a hunch. This might be a little unexpected, but I actually work part-time at a place on Central Boulevard. That's why I know about that place. Funky, was it? If I recall correctly, it was closed the day before yesterday, right? 2 days ago? What's that got to do with anything? I bought this pudding yesterday. What's wrong with that? That seems unlikely. Why? You eat a different dessert each day, right? Tekachi-san? You said something yesterday about policy, was it? Not policy, policy! Who cares? Clearly you do, since you're going out of your way to mispronounce it. The point is, you ate pudding yesterday too, didn't you?
I'm pretty sure he did. Come to think of it.
And? If you can't eat the same dessert 2 days in a row, then buying the same pudding as yesterday with the intent of eating it today doesn't match up with your policy, does it? No, you see, I wanted to give it a Canon-chan, so I went out of my way to buy it. Yeah, that's it.
Totally.
Didn't you just emphasize you were going to eat it? That was... Anyways...
He doesn't like people pointing out the flaws in his logic. Rest in peace, Aizawa Aichi.
I like how going to backlogs for a second.
Yeah.
I know how, like, they're aware of how characters speak. And how they can sometimes speak like people. Because anyway, I was told by a friend that you shouldn't write like anyways. Like, it's anyway, that's the English way, but people will say that, and that's why they wrote that intentionally like that.
Yep.
Because, like, these characters seem like people, not just something someone's written down.
Yeah, that's
perfectly English correct.
One of the things that someone I watch on a regular basis is always very critical of how the people in the game are portrayed. Because a line I remember for this situation is, it doesn't matter how fantastic your world is, people are still people. And if people aren't acting like people, it's harder to get invested.
Yeah, like you can tell the different ways that they speak. And like that, this game has a strong sense of identity, even with its characters. That's why I did think that this was a good choice.
Very much so. That's true. You ate pudding just yesterday, and the shop was closed the day before. Thus, the pudding must be from long ago. Ai-chan, could it be that you knew it was expired? Of course not. You had no idea, right? Everybody stared at Aichi, approaching him slowly.
The new home shopping network. I bought it from the home shopping network.
Saying that was like pleading guilty.
Save me, God.
Doubt it's possible, bro. Aichi retreated back into his despair. By the way, Azai-kun, have you listened to the CD yet? Tsubaki's trying to change the topic. What a nice person. Since Aichi looks miserable, let's just go with the flow. This CD? No, I haven't. I pulled the box CD out of my uniform's pocket. Huh? Why is it still wrapped? Weren't you looking forward to listening to it? You still don't get it, Tsubaki. It's not a picture of your kid. Why would you put it in your pocket and take it to school? You wouldn't understand either, Canon. Yes, I truly was looking forward to this magnificent box CD. Believe me when I say it's a glorious treasure that I've been awaiting for far too long. However, that is precisely the reason why I will let it sleep. Let it ripen a bit in my pocket for one more excruciatingly long day. Oh? I realize it's difficult for you women folk to understand this, but the ecstasy of release, for forcibly building that gripping tension of unnecessary restraint, it's breathtaking.
In other words, you're a masochist.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, that is why I do stupid things. Say what you want. Regardless, I must subject myself to this trial by fire today. Crap, I'm starting to drool. Let me have a look. She snatched it away from me. Hey! Give that back! Just a little peek, please. Just a peek, okay? Listen, do not unwrap it. Absolutely do not unwrap it. The sound tearing plastic makes.
I love that sound.
Oh no. Oh no. What have you done, Canon? What have you done?
Oh my god. I would be so pissed, like, all the music.
Have you heard the good news? I love how that's the title of the song.
I'm just gonna make a pause here, like, in a way, I've got kind of like collector's things, like,
Yup.
goddamn, for some reason, like, it's related to my drinking. I've got, like, Jack Daniels merch, like, so I've got, like, an unopened can from its old design before I rebranded it, and I've got a deck of cards that I got, and that's
nice.
unopened, and it's still in its packaging. Like, it's got the paper case, and the metal box, but the cards are still wrapped in its plastic, so I like them just leaving it there.
Yep.
So
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so I just...
I'd love to see those Jack Daniels playing cards.
Oh yeah, they're fucking good as hell, man.
Oh, I'm sure they are. I've got a big old stack of playing cards on the bookshelf in my room here. I love playing cards.
Yeah, just... If I saw someone opening them, I would be pissed.
Oh yeah.
Do not touch do not touch my shit.
Yep. I'm just gonna let this music play for a minute because I need to go to the bathroom again. Okay. Charger was acting up there. Is my AC adapter coming loose again from all the moving around? I think it is. Yep, there we go. Should be fine now.
I hate when cables have that subtle disconnection issue.
Yep, me too.
I had a USB.
If it gets really bad, if it starts doing this a lot, I might look into getting a new cable. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm not seeing your chat, so I might have to open up YouTube just in case. I want to let you guys know that I, for some reason, have felt compelled to download all 10 seasons of Friends. Why? Because I watched Where the Millers once, and it was funny as fuck. And I want to just be one of those people that can actually say they watched all of Friends. Why this is something I feel like I want to do, don't ask me, because it's insane. Why the fuck have I been pinged on this server? Zach, what? You've got a thing against pinging and I'm pissed. Why do you ping people? You ping... You haven't realized that I haven't had this open. I just opened YouTube again just now. Fuck. Why do you do this? Oh, the inhumanity. Oh. God. Oh, hi. Hi, Brad.
Okay.
You've told me that you watched Where the Millers. I just had an existential crisis and breakdown on your server about pinging and Where the Millers, so, don't mind me, and...
Oh, were you talking about what shows you've been watching lately?
Yeah, I just said I downloaded all the Friends, and, like, yeah. Then I kinda, like, had to go at Zach in public because he pinged me and not realizing I haven't been on YouTube for, like, most of this. Well, I'm off YouTube again, so I cannot see the comments once again. And I'm gonna be a dick because I'm gonna be back. I'm getting another can.
All right, sounds good. What? Hey! Damn it! I told you not to unwrap it.
Don't worry. I just wanted to take a look at the booklet.
Damn! I wanted to read that too. I waited for so long. I would kill just to get a glimpse of it. The scene before me began to twist as if a dimensional rift had opened all around me.
Wow, this is new. The CD sparkles too.
Stop! Don't spin that divine disc on your fingers! Cannon flashed a devious smile. This is bad. That's the same expression she has. That's the same expression she has when she's bullying Aichi.
Say, Nissan.
Crap.
Can I snap it?
Absolutely not! Absolutely not!
Cannon-chan, it's not going to be a joke if you really do snap it, you know?
Yeah, Tsubaki, help me out here. Don't break it.
Don't break it. What should I do? Nissan's getting a headache.
Hey, you saw me. Why are you still standing around? Come help us stop her.
Oh, okay. Don't break it.
Aichi, you too! Get off your lazy ass! Help me think of a way to stop this crazy kid! Kay, don't break it. Cannon gripped the CD with both hands. I clearly saw her nail sink into the disc.
Nissan, you ditched me 2 days ago, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And then you left so suddenly yesterday, too.
Stop! 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 I flew towards Cannon, as though a cheetah leaping in for the kill. She was stunned as I wrestled her for the disc. Touched the disc with my fingertips, got a hold of it for a moment, and then lost it again. I stretched my arms out one last time. CD has already fallen to the ground. The entire landscape darkened in my despair. I sank to my knees. Picking up the disc, I examined the surface carefully. A thread-like scar was gashed across the shimmering surface. Then, there was absolute darkness. Sorry, what you missed, with the white-haired girl is she's the daughter of the school's director, and she is in the know about what goes on in the city's underground. So he was trying to give her hush money to shut her up, basically. The box CD that I've restrained myself from opening has been injured.
Nissan, Nissan.
Cannon patted my shoulder. Cannon.
Hmm?
Don't you have something to say to me? She just smiled sweetly like a little devil.
I didn't mean to break it.
Oh, you devious little...
It's like those big red buttons that say, do not press, when everyone keeps saying, don't do it, like a billion times, like some comedy sketch. It just makes you want to press it more.
This isn't a comedy show!
She's actually got a point.
Ugh.
Cheer up, Asai-kun. Don't be so depressed. We can go buy another one sometime.
Stop shitting around. Cannon-chan really overdid it. You should try to be more mature about it, Kyosuke. You fucker!
Everybody thinks it's interesting. Nissan must be really popular.
You bitch! Unforgivable. Absolutely unforgivable. Oh, and we're back here now. Yeah, not gonna have anything else to do then. Now we're just going back to this guy. Right. Hello, God. Nice to see you again. We are alive. It is mine to avenge. I'd rather betray the world than let the world betray me. After school, in the lab equipment storage room. No! I wouldn't have guessed.
And I see God is back.
Yeah, Cannon-chan just absolutely fucked over Nissan here.
Legend.
Yep.
Anyway,
like the fucking legend she is.
Yeah.
Fucking ruining his disc. Fucking ruining his box CD. Anyway, what were you gonna send me?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I remember this part. I remember I'm sending you 3
Oh, the
pictures
playing
of
cards.
Yep.
So there's the there's the case that they're in. Very cool.
Yeah, it's a cardboard metal like that surrounds the cards themselves, and yeah, the cards themselves.
Yep. So yeah, there's the case, guys.
I'm gonna go onto YouTube just to make sure what you're showing them. But yeah, like I've just got it like that, like everything in the cardboard case just sitting on my shelf, and like the cards are just unopened. Like I got that. Like sometimes you'll get like occasional things if you pay like $50 or more. And
wow!
That's one
yeah,
of the
so
things
that's
I got. So
what they're actually sealed in there. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then in the cards themselves. Is that their Joker? That's got to be their Joker card.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think most of them's a black one. I've never opened them, so I don't know. But yeah, just they're my Jack Daniels playing cards, and I don't want to really touch them because like it's decent merchandise, so they're worth more if they're not touched. So
yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Why I've got the unopened can of the original design, and it has been. I remember, like when they did the redesign of the can, I literally screwed around with them and said, "Hey, can I open one of your 10-pack? I've got to get one of these cans because I just want to put it on my shelf."
Yep.
I gave him shit, and yeah, the guy, I knew him anyway, so I got one of the original designs, and yeah, at the moment I've got a bottle it's my first bottle, and I've got it in the gift box that they have on my shelf, the original design, and a little like straight whiskey bottle that's just on my shelf. So that's basically my merch besides my hat and my cards. Like that's my Jack merch.
Yeah, pretty cool. Though those are the kind of cards that I would love to play with if I was playing poker with some guys.
Yeah, like I'd just get a normal if I was gonna use them, but like I just want to keep those. Let's just so they're there. Just get what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. I roared to my worshipper. Hey, you
this bit.
Foolish mortal!
Yes.
I shall grant your puny desires. Yeah, after what happened today with Cannon Shed, yeah, I bet he's in the same boat as him now. Like, man, you do not fuck with his CD addiction like that.
And what would those be again?
Don't go forgetting about it. Cannon, damn it!
I think you should calm down a bit, Lord.
That brat has overstepped her boundaries. Remember when you piddly humans built a tower to heaven? God was outraged. I feel exactly the same way right now.
But wasn't that just a little sister's prank?
There are kinslaying gods.
You're serious?
Kid, don't you understand? If you stood in line from 1 a.m. to 10 a.m. for a game, someone just broke it for fun, what would you do? I know what I would do, and it would not be pretty. Like, boy, you do not just go and do that.
Just go buy a new one?
Oh, no. In the world of games, especially nowadays, it is not as simple as just go buy another one. No. It does not work like that. Especially if you're buying a collector's edition. It does not work like that at all. Shut up! You can only say that when it's not your stuff that's been broken.
No, but I mean, didn't God ignore me yesterday?
Look, the point is, we have to give Canon the punishment she deserves.
Okay, what are we going to do?
I have a plan.
No wonder you're God.
She broke the thing I was looking forward to the most. Fight fire with fire. What's something Canon would look forward to?
Huh? Is it lunch?
No, fool! Think before you spout nonsense. Yeah, think bigger. Think bigger.
I haven't had lunch yet.
Then what were you doing on the roof this whole time? Sports. Sports!
Sports. Sports.
Sports!
Oh. Sports.
Right, the volleyball game. Isn't there a volleyball tournament tomorrow?
My man's bitter.
Sports! Chat, sports! Somebody clip that.
Amazing. Yeah.
Canon would be heartbroken if that got cancelled.
Oh, I get it. So we're going to injure her in an ambush?
You don't get it at all, do you?
Huh? That's not the plan.
I thought for a moment. I'm going to do something much more grand.
Oh.
I took off my headgear.
Hey, Kyosuke, explain it in more detail.
I love that line Zach just said. You must settle your differences with sports! Minore Kushida Toradora. That's apparently who said that. It's quite simple. After we're done here, I'm going to sneak into the faculty office and steal the key to the gym storage room.
Gym storage room?
That's where they keep all the sports equipment. The important thing is, that's where the volleyballs are as well, aren't they?
Oh, I see. If they lose the key, they lose the volleyballs.
So they'll be forced to suspend tomorrow's game, right? And he nods.
You're so evil.
Yeah, our entire class will be in chaos tomorrow.
Even so, do you really have to go that far?
We can't risk injuring her, so yes.
And he's usually used to going further.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It seems that fear has begun to grip Aichi.
For example, we could just hide Cannon's gym clothes. Is that a good idea?
The number of suspects would be too limited if we did that. We'd be the first ones suspected.
Yeah, but dude, what if we get caught?
Just
what
don't
I
get
like
caught.
about the dynamic, just
right?
in a way.
Number
that, like,
one,
the dynamic.
the
like,
number
the
one
dynamic
rule
just-
is don't get caught.
Yeah, but the dynamic that just like that persona that like even now he's still in that persona of acting dumb,
Yep.
like stooping to these levels. Like even when he's going, like he's pretending to
Yep.
commit some sort of heinous crime. He's still stooping lower than what he's usually used to, not actually being like a fucking who he actually is.
Yep.
Like even he's acting like this will be like the biggest heist in a century, and yet like we all know his night job is literally controlling half the assets for the underworld.
Uh-huh.
And crime literally eating next to his father with a dead guy.
Yep, just don't get caught. If nobody's caught, it's not a crime.
Good. It's smart character design.
Very much so.
Man, that's some asshole logic right there.
I don't want to be called an asshole by you. So, let's begin.
Fine, whatever. Let's get going to the faculty office then.
Wait, we're not going right now. There's still a lot of teachers there. Also, the key to the sports equipment room would be in the hands of the club advisors at the moment.
Then what should we do?
I answered him in one breath. The club activity should end by 9 o'clock. The key would also be returned to the faculty office by then. Teachers don't stay that late unless something unusual comes up. The only teachers on duty from that point forward would be the ones who check the doors and windows. I tried to do that on one breath. That was more lines than I was expecting.
Teachers don't stay late unless something unusual comes up. The only oh fuck. I was about to do that all in one breath.
Oh, you want to try it? Okay, here we go. Alright, go.
Stay late unless something unusual comes up. The only teachers on duty from that point forward would be the ones that you usually check the doors and windows. Ichi clapped his hands. I could do a little bit more because I used to do singing. So
fair. Yep, fair.
Getting a bit of breath in using like the only a short amount of breath when doing it. Like it's something that I'm used to doing. So I
had to do that back in middle school when I was in choir.
I want to see if I can actually do this entire line or this entire page.
Yeah, it's these three. Yeah, it's these 3 lines here.
Also, the key to the sports equipment room would be in the hands of the club advisors at the moment. Then what should we do? I answered him in one breath. The club activity should end by 9 o'clock. The key would also be returned to the faculty office by then. Teachers don't stay that late unless something unusual comes up. The only teachers on duty from that point forward would be the ones who usually check the windows and doors. Ichi clapped his hands. I can say at this point because I haven't breathed in yet, but it's interesting the fact that holy shit, my stamina is that amazing. Fucking hell, why am I still talking? I haven't breathed in yet, and here it goes. Yep, there we go. Oh, I just finally breathed in. Okay, I guess I
nice
still got
flex.
It.
Nice flex.
Yeah. I still got it. Miss Norika is on duty this week.
Oh, her. Exactly.
Are we going to get Miss Norika on it too and let her steal the key?
That's impossible. She'll be in big trouble if she steals the key as a teacher.
It's okay. Norika obeys my every command. Okay, that's a lie.
Let me continue. I rubbed my eyebrows. After 9, you head to the faculty office to double check that the only one in there is Miss Noriko.
If she's not the only one.
It should be alright. We'll just think of another way then.
Okay, after that?
You lure her out of the faculty office. While she's gone, I'll sneak into the faculty office and steal the key.
You know where the key is?
You know the math teacher's desk? There are some keys hanging on the wall behind the desk. That's where it is.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
I'll grab the master key while I'm at it. They should be at the same place. Are you following all this? I can get it done in 1 minute. Only need to buy that much time for me.
Oh, hold on.
What?
Let's switch roles.
He looks a bit troubled. You're asking me to lure Miss Noriko out? He pouted his lip, trying to act cute. Because you got rejected by her?
Not really. She wasn't that straightforward.
Then what is it?
She said, Ichi-kun, you're a liar.
He seems to be taking it quite seriously. You got hurt?
I'll probably freak out when I see her. You can help me out. Tell her how honest I am.
Stop fooling around. In all seriousness, I can't really say I'm fond of the idea of calling out Miss Noriko myself. Explaining to her why I'm still at school at night would be difficult for one thing. Tsubaki said it once before. I'm one of those people that heads straight home after school. If possible, I'd like to avoid doing something unnatural.
Come on, man, please.
Bradley asked, I just noticed, why does this music sound like the dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy? Or is he thinking of something different? I wouldn't know off the top of my head.
No, I think like a lot of this, like some of these songs are like covers. Because I know,
I imagine,
beforehand, like there were like a lot of this has classical musical vibes, because like of the general theme of this, and that's not uncommon for a lot of visual novels to have. There was a song earlier in this point that had a song that like is like very emotional. I don't remember exactly what it is, but Dangan, like it was in Danganronpa V3, and they made a bit of a thing about it. And like, so I wouldn't be surprised. Like, this has a very kind of classical musical vibe to it. So I wouldn't be surprised if multiple songs were covers about those songs.
Yeah.
Like it'll show every time a new track comes up anyway, and I'm pretty sure there's a thing that shows all the tracks.
It does. Anyway. In the top right corner.
Yeah, but I mean like in like extras menu. Like for like music thing and stuff, it'll be on the main menu.
Yeah, probably. So if we wanted to check that, we can make a quick save.
Yeah.
If we wanted to check that,
title. Yeah, we'll
check it quick.
Extra
CG mode, sound mode, chapter jump.
I think we
don't think we have that yet.
I think we need to complete a route before we do that.
All right.
A lot of visual novels will do that, like block.
Yep, makes sense. They want you to
play a lot. That's a visual novel thing. So like when you complete a route, and I think this game has one true route. So
it does say that on the visual novel database. Yeah. It does have that as the very first tag, actually. One true end.
Yeah.
Fine. Just be quiet.
That's why, oh god, I'm so following you for the rest of this life.
I'll make sure to tell her what an ass you are.
The hell, man? I like that face.
Can't do it very well. Listen, you have to pay attention.
What?
Before we go in and steal the key at 9, you can't be seen by anyone at school.
Why?
Use your brain and think. I gently knocked his head. Dun, dun, dun. All they would need to know in order to deduce a list of suspects would be the time the key was stolen. Sometime between the end of club activities and 9 and tomorrow morning. That means anyone at school within this time frame will be a suspect. Of course, I'll be suspected too. Even so, it's okay as long as I'm with Miss Noriko.
Ah, yes, if someone saw you, they'd question why you were still at school at night.
Understand? You need to pretend to have left school before 9 today.
Okay, you got it.
Well, until the time comes, just hide here. Double-checked my plan to see if there was anything wrong. Let's see. Other than using the room's key and master keys, are there still ways to open the gym's storage room? It's not like it's a detective novel where they would just break the lock and force their way in.
I remember how this actually goes.
I can't wait to see how this goes.
Yeah, no. Let me just... I think by memory, they do pull it off, but Usami figures it out, and they get really fucking awkward about it. But yeah, keep playing. I think that's how it goes.
We'll see if that's indeed how it turns out.
Yeah.
That sounds plausible to me. Oh well, this is all just a game anyway. I appreciate the self-awareness, my boy.
He's extremely self-aware about every action he takes.
Very much so.
His facade, like, even this is still within his facade.
Yep. The key will be in the school's mailbox after we're done.
Now Cannon will know my despair. This feels great.
Aichi was already excited, like he won the lottery or something. The sunset dyed the lab equipment storage room in a cornucopia of hues. Later that evening. Original title, The Carnival of the Animals, is this one. 10 minutes after 9, we commenced our plan. Alright, heist time, boys. Let's do this.
We're going.
The corridor after school was thick with a bone-chilling air after the lights were switched off. Now, go hide in the storeroom or something.
Okay. After you lure Miss Noriko out, call me, okay?
Be careful when you receive the call and make sure your phone is on silent.
You can count on me.
Don't stand beside the windows, alright? Someone might see you from the outside.
I said you can count on me. You worry too much, Kyosuke.
And with good reason.
Yes.
And he's certainly not doing a good job of alleviating my fears, that's for sure. Okay, contact me after you've stolen the key.
Okay. I'll get in touch immediately.
Not immediately. After you steal the key, leave the school without being spotted, then contact me.
Yeah.
Same. Aichi refused to take this seriously. Well, let's go.
Put in a good word for me with Miss Noriko, okay?
I ignored Aichi's nonsense and headed toward the faculty office. Alright, here we go. As expected, only Miss Noriko remained. Hey, Miss Noriko? Do you think I could talk to you for a second? She jumped in surprise at the unexpected address, but quickly recovered her mature composure.
Do you want to take this or me?
I can take it.
Yeah, sure.
Zaikun, was it? Studying so late? Oh, not at all. I have heard about you. Hardly meeting the minimum attendance quotient, but producing outstanding results. Aren't you quite popular among the girls as well? What a straightforward teacher. Yeah. The fuck have you been watching? It's about... I confirmed the location of the key as I spoke. Just as I told Aichi, the keys are lined up on the wall outside of behind the math teacher's desk. About what? Now it's time to lead her out of the faculty office. Oh, wait, this isn't a good place to chat. Why? What's wrong with right here? There's no one around. She's a bit suspicious, but that's nothing I wasn't expecting. Obviously. It's about Aichi. There's something I want to show you. Aichi-kun? Miss Noriko's face froze. And that thing you want to show me is? Wait, can you come to the classroom with me? Pardon? Please, you'll understand once you get there. I lowered my head slightly. I've heard him talk about you before. Clenched my fist and spoke with a trembling voice. Aichi may be stupid. He can be a little rotten at times. But he's not a bad person. I played the part of a nice teenager looking out for his friend. Yes, you did, Toby. Good to see you. How you doing tonight?
Nice.
So, please. After a moment, Miss Noriko stood up. Oh well. So far, everything's gone according to plan. I quickly manipulated the cell phone in my pocket once I was out in the corridor. Aichi, please don't mess this up. Right here. I led Miss Noriko to the classroom. I actually wanted to show you Aichi's desk. His desk? Right. You'll know when you see it. It's that one. Miss Noriko seemed apprehensive as she approached Aichi's desk. Alright, well, yeah, where are you going with this? I started making up stories. So? Huh? There's a lot of writing on the desk, right? Not that I can see. This desk looks immaculate. What? There's no writing on it? There's nothing. Weird. I pretended to be in a panic and averted my eyes. That Aichi. When did he rub it off? Zai-kun, can you explain what's going on? Well, Aichi's been thinking about you a lot these days. He had written... Oh, how should I put this? He'd written a love confession of sorts on the desk. Phrases like, I love you, and things like that. Written all over it. It might be a bold-faced lie, but it's fine as long as I can cover up for it somehow later. Really? Yes. He's actually an innocent and shy person. I see. Sorry. Alright. I meant to show you this sooner. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I can see that you're a very thoughtful person. No, not really. Really, I'm not. I'm really sorry for dragging you out here for nothing. I wanted you to see it while nobody was here in the classroom.
Back.
I pointed out the reason for being at school at this hour. And I'm pretty good. Had a nice day off. Although last night I could not fall asleep to save my life for some ungodly reason. Just please reconsider about Aichi. I didn't forget to help Aichi out. I understand your feelings, but I already have a person in mind. Oh, is that so? Cry, Aichi. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. Aichi should be done by now. It's time for me to leave. I apologize for bringing such a sad circumstance to your attention. She smiles gently as she watches me go. The streets may be crowded, but tonight is especially cold.
Hey, Kyosuke. Sorry for making you wait.
The pitiable Aichi finally arrived. How did it go?
No problem.
He revealed the 2 keys. Seems like he got the master key, too. I'll take care of them. Nobody saw you, right?
I said there were no problems. Come on, man.
Did you do anything unnecessary in the faculty office, like search through Miss Noriko's desk?
No, I didn't.
We'll be suspended if we're caught, you know.
Trust me.
I'm still a bit worried. Oh well, can't wait until tomorrow comes.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the middle of the crowd, we burst into chuckles. The 3rd lesson tomorrow is physical education. I already see it now. The devastated look on Cannon's face.
Don't you think it's cold? Like, maybe it's going to snow?
Aichi sniffled, his red ears quivering.
I'm going home before I get cold.
Oh, wait, Aichi. While we're on Central Boulevard, I might as well ask him. Have you heard of a group called The Boys?
He tilted his head and thought for a moment.
Do you remember when that was last mentioned?
It's been a bit. I know that.
You know what point it was mentioned.
I'm pretty sure it was when we were with Gonzo.
Yeah, you're right. So it's underground. Yeah, they're famous. I heard their tickets are impossible to come by on the day of the event, and nightclubs eat them up apparently. People love this stuff.
Do you know any of the members' names?
I've heard there are 6 of them.
Who's the leader?
Well, I'm not sure, but it seemed like their leader doesn't want to show himself. Normally, leaders greet the audience before the event starts, but he doesn't even do that.
Nobody's ever seen him?
Wouldn't the members have seen him, at least? Why do you want to know, anyway?
Actually, the girl I'm with right now likes these kinds of clubs.
Oh, I'm surprised a playboy like you had to ask me about something like this.
Nah, I appreciate the info. The boss never shows up, will he? Then he's not as dumb as we thought. If there are six members though, at least one of them must be in contact with him. Well, then my course is clear. If Gonzo's group captures one of the members, that person will spit out the information quickly. To Gonzo, this is as humiliating as putting mud on one's face. He'd have the kid tortured for it.
That's such an ominous implication.
Yeah. That something like this is a cinch for him.
Yeah, but like, just the fact that he just implied that they'll torture him.
Yeah.
Ooh. Advanced interrogation.
Yeah, Bradley. You know why there's such devilishness between both of them right now. I don't know if you were here for that. Looks like I won't even be needed.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be a bit late tomorrow. I have to visit the hospital first thing in the morning.
The psychiatric ward?
Aichi's joking. You got me. Truth be told, though, I really am going to meet someone from that field. Yeah, it was when his box CD got snapped. Or damaged.
You got someone pregnant, didn't you? I admire that.
He thinks that I'm meeting someone from Obgyn. O-B-G-Y-N? Obgyn? No idea.
I think I remember
Obgyn?
that from somewhere, but I think that's...
I'm sure it's important. I'm sure it'll be important.
I believe maybe next line that he'll explain it.
If it isn't mentioned, if it isn't commented on, I'm putting it in my notes just in case.
Yeah.
Aichi finally heads toward the bus station. If you only counted appearances, that guy would have been as cute as an angel. Well, time to don my other personality. I thought about the family business as I made phone calls one by one. I haven't taken part in any illegal dealings. We are trying to give the semblance of a legit company after all. We don't want the police to pick up on anything funny. For example, I might provide snacks, towels, ice, handkerchiefs, plants, and artwork to hotels, fast food, restaurants, pubs, clubs, etc. These may be minor accessories, but they still make a great profit when they start adding up. Yep, absolutely. Central Boulevard is known for its services targeting the younger generation. To a mafia company like the Azai Corporation that runs on both clean and dirty business, that's a treasury of power. The Azai Corporation has the biggest stake in Central Boulevard right now, but the organizations from Kansai are starting to set their eyes on it again, so we have to stay alert. Right. In order to increase sales in the industry, a little competition would be profitable. We shouldn't push Kotani under too hard. Are there any outstanding issues that need to be dealt with? True. My father is a horrifying monster. The Azai Corporation is not. Only the Demon Lord in some video game would actually relish in destroying the world. Come to think of it, there's still Shiratori Mizuha. Yes, thanks for the help so far. Now, there's another issue. Shiratori scorns me because she holds issue with my alleged mafia work at such a young age. Anyone with an honest job would be shocked after finding out what I really did.
Keep going.
Alright. But it isn't unusual for violent groups to use young people. They're young, full of energy, ignorant, and rash. Most importantly, they're protected by the law if and when anything goes sour. As the vanguard for violence, there's probably no better choice. The small difference between me and the rest of them, though, is that Gonzo doesn't treat me as just a bullet. My job's not using my body, but my mind. From the day I was adopted, Gonzo provided me with everything I needed. He even gave me the opportunity to get an education. Everything I could imagine was at my fingertips. Anything was obtainable. However, Gonzo recorded every last penny he ever spent on me. Not just food and water, either. His criticism ranged from the rent of my tiny room to the cost of my office furniture, even down to a single sheet of tissue. Anything related to life was changed to a form of debt to him. All the costs compounded by a steep interest forced me to use my mind to achieve his ends. Right. Well, I'll talk to you again soon. The call ended. I sat quietly under the dim streetlights. Very strict man. Knows how to get the most out of him. Nearly every problem in this world can be solved with money. Take Central Boulevard as an example. Its very composition is undeniably intertwined with the almighty yen. Cell phones ringing everywhere, women with brand-name dresses. There's a road repair project underway as the end of the year nears. Even the early winter's cold night skies engulfed with the aura of the Sano Corporation's building. I'll crush all of this. Then, the exact moment I whispered this to myself, sure is cold. Hello. How long were you standing there? When did she appear? Yusami stood in front of me before I knew it. Oh, Yusami? You sure are playing around quite late, aren't you? Not really. As I've said earlier, I have a part-time job. I'm going home now. Really? What would that job be? I have a request. You weren't listening, were you? I really don't like this girl. Sorry. I tend to bring down the people around me. It happened so much that I was a hotshot among the emo kids a while back. Well then. Okay. I really am bad with huge crowds. I have bad habits like hunching over while walking, and staring at the ground, and counting the white lines on the crosswalk. Stuff like that. Yeah, it reminds me of stuff I did when I was a kid. What are you trying to say? Ah, the fruit stall. I mainly sell bananas. Enough, I understand. So what is it that you want? Usami tilted her head. Could you lend me your cell phone? My cell phone? You don't have one? Yes, I'm not used to making calls. It's not just calls. You're not used to communication itself, are you? That's not true. Clearly, she doesn't know the first thing about herself. I forgot my wallet when I left the stall. The stall will close if I don't call soon. Sorry for being so sudden. Something's not right here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that. Something tells me you want my phone for a different purpose. And we cannot afford that here. I do not remember off the top of my head. Let me refer to the database page here, see if that has any info on it. It doesn't say anything about what time period this takes place, so not sure. That is very strange. If you were to guess, very early 2000s. Sounds about right to me. If not, everybody has a cell phone right now. And keep in mind, this came out in, I believe, either 2007 or 2008. Yeah, 2007. September of 2007 in Japan.
I've returned.
Okay. Welcome back.
Yeah, I don't believe I missed anything substantial, have I?
Well, Yusami is trying to get her hands on our phone, saying that she has to make a call because she supposedly left her wallet at her part-time job.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think I get it.
Yep, and this was after we were concluding a business call.
Yep.
And monologuing a bit, so yeah, our boy's not buying it.
Yep.
This annoying woman, is she trying to check my call logs behind the guise of a long conversation? Sorry.
Oh yeah, shit, I'm voicing this character, sorry. What?
I don't have my cell phone with me right now.
You don't have it?
Yusami's eyes widened as if she were shocked to the bone. I think I dropped it about an hour ago. I'm actually looking for it right now. Her pure eyes twinkled.
That's a lie.
Okay. Here we go. What? Yusami's focus slowly moved from my eyes to the right.
Pretty cold today, isn't it? My ears are so cold that they're turning red.
Well, you're not the only one. I see.
But only your left ear is red, which means you've had something pressed against your right up until now.
Very observant. This girl is pretty sharp. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to fool around with you. Don't glare at me like that.
It's no problem, I was joking too.
Sure.
We could just laugh over it if you said your right ear withstands a call better.
Sorry. I made my usual slack smile.
It's okay.
Yusami also made a creepy smile. I handed my cell phone over, and Yusami started dialing immediately.
Hello, I'm Yusami from part-time... Right. Long scattered hair, Yusami. This is the store owner still there? Great.
She returned to her lazy mood.
The more I learn about her, the weirder she gets. But I will admit that she's a genius at making others feel nervous. Or is it only me that she affects so strongly? I feel like that stare of hers sees everything within me.
Okay, thanks. I'm done with the call.
Oh, found your wallet?
Oh yeah, it looks like I dropped it when I was putting the bananas in the fridge after closing. The store owner picked it up afterwards.
You're pretty clumsy.
That might not be something to be proud of. I get scolded all the time for it at work.
She started scratching her head lazily.
Alright, bye. Sorry for the trouble.
Yusumi turned her back toward me and continued forward. So, what's your real job?
What?
She turned around. It might have just been my imagination, but Yusumi seemed a little happy. Working at a fruit stall is a lie, isn't it? Jeez.
What exactly do you mean?
What's her motive? To keep the flavor properly, one should never refrigerate bananas. That's even more crucial as a salesman than a consumer. Yep, I can attest. We do not put away our bananas in the refrigerator every night.
Well, I like the wittiness between these two. He's basically turning around her level of tactic onto her.
Yup.
Because she showed tactic about, like, being observant, and he's showing the same level, like, with just general knowledge, like, turning it around on her. So he's using the same tactic.
She was counting on him not knowing that.
I definitely remember that I like the dynamic between these two.
I'm enjoying it so far. She must have already recognized this. She's trying to test me.
Ah, no, that's true. You got me. You're so smart as I could. You saw through my lie in everyday conversation.
Don't fuck with me. And you, Yusumi, are such an interesting person. So basically, she never had any intention of borrowing my cell phone.
Oh, that's not true. I'm really sorry. But my true workplace is a secret, thanks.
Yep. In that case, I'll bet I know what she was doing on that call. Why is she trying to get close to me? Probably wanted to just get his number on their record. That's all I can figure.
I'd like to bring up, seeing as we've said so much. Would that be alright with you?
Here it comes. What is it? This next point will be the crux of the conversation.
No, it's not really that important, but...
Yusumi straightened her back slowly as she spoke.
Do you know Maou?
Huh? It's not a word one hears often, so I thought I had misheard it. Yusumi stares at me with her stern eyes. What's Maou? Some demon lord in an RPG video game?
Perhaps you could say that.
I'm not sure what you mean. If you're looking for game walkthroughs, wouldn't it be better to search on the net?
He's not some underleveled enemy that you can find out about online.
Enemy?
Yes, an enemy.
The lazy ambiance which had dominated the conversation up until now has disappeared in an instant.
So you don't know?
Why would I?
I came to this city to look for Maou.
Are you
I
serious?
think Maou in Japanese means devil.
Yes, we went over this. If so, then the only thing I can think of is that you're a bit mad.
That's all I want to say.
Huh?
I'm searching for Maou, and I just wanted to let you know that.
I have no reply. Nevertheless, Usami's eyes reflected something beyond mere determination. They reflected absolute hatred.
Sorry for bothering you.
Her footsteps vanished into the crowd of Central Boulevard. Usami is looking for something called the Maou. She's probably referring to a specific person. Something feels wrong. Usami may be a strange woman, but she's clearly smart enough to be aware of what she's doing. So then why would she say something that would arouse suspicions of insanity? Why would she say it to me? Time to go home. Even if I think about it, I'll just come up with nothing. Yeah, it's time to sleep on this one. Nothing except Usami Haru called herself a hero. Yeah, that's how she's referred to herself at school a few times.
Yeah.
So
there's always the fantasy dynamic, especially in a lot of manga and anime. That
yeah, I imagine there's some
hero-
significance to that.
Yeah, the hero summoned to defeat the demon lord.
A being of justice that subdues the strong and helps the weak. You don't find those kinds of people. If such an extraordinary exception existed, I'd like to see it. It gets on my nerves, even if it was just a joke. And as for me, I'd rather play the role of the devil. At this time of
it's in
day,
this style
the
again.
region of downtown Tomenbetsu City, called Central Business, was enveloped in the darkness of night. Row upon row of colossal buildings sheltered the deserted streets from the cold winter air. Still, even wild dogs and the homeless stayed away from Central Business. The offices of hundreds of powerful companies lined up against each other within this single district. During business hours, famous celebrities from all around the world pass through this area and invariably show up on the media. Some business magazines have gone so far as to call Tomenbetsu's Central Business the second largest Japanese economic powerhouse, following Tokyo's business district. In the region's center lies an especially eye-catching enormous high-rise. A gargantuan tower with 50 stories above ground and 6 beneath. It was designed with the purpose of overlooking the entire city in mind, a purpose not unlike that of the company it houses. The headquarters of Sano Corporation, one of Japan's top conglomerates. When the other offices went into slumber, only this firm remained awake. Since they acquired intelligence from agents all around the world, the data simply couldn't be processed without a 24-hour work schedule. In the deepest part of the building stood Maou, the 7th floor beneath the surface, a floor which should not have existed at all. The hidden chamber. It belonged to the Sano Corporation, yes, but only a very select few were allowed to enter. The average employee would not even be aware of its existence. This building had more security systems installed than any other in Central Business. Surveillance cameras, metal detectors, they had it all. The only access to this room was an elevator that led directly to the ground floor. For emergencies, triple reinforced glass separated the elevator's door from the entrance to the secret room. Even if someone was murdered in this room, the evidence could easily be concealed. A lone male said this. A man in a double-layered suit who looked to be somewhere in his 50s. A few strands of gray popped out from his head of neatly combed hair. His Sano Corporation ID badge reflected a dull light under the dim fluorescent lamp. I'm very sorry for calling you out this late. I would like to remind you that I, too, am pressed for time. The man's tone portrayed his strong confidence.
His name was Somiya. As Seno Corporation's director of senior management and head of corporate strategy, he holds absolute power in this company. Single order from this man could cause the Nikkei index to fluctuate. Nikkei?
I think it's an K.
Nikkei? Yeah, Nikkei, that sounds right. A single phrase could drive an employee to take his own life. Nevertheless, Maou merely stared blankly at the wall before him. You've been senior management strategist from the shadows for nearly a year now. Isn't that right?
Right.
Rather than nodding.
Me about just how that he loves the crime and suspense. Just like even the music by itself. And like I told him that like I told you that there was a reason that I recommended this as your first like other visual novel outside of DDLC. For the sheer contrast of what you're initially used to, I thought that you would find this immensely interesting because from what I've seen you genuinely enjoy, you like immersing yourself into things, like into stories, like as you like playing the occasional DDLC mod, but you like the times where you can actually invest into something that actually feels
throw me a good story and I'm all ears.
Yeah, and that's why I thought this would be a good first. It's sheer contrast from how different it is from DDLC. Like, if you wanted to get a good feel for a first-time visual novel, I thought this would be a fucking big fucking first step for you into this world.
Mm-hmm. Rather than nodding, Maou calmly rearranged his position. In the beginning, I thought you were just another outsider. Even with a recommendation from the CEO, this company has been in business for 80 proud years without letting outsiders get involved so easily. He's beating around the bush. Perhaps a particular tendency comes with the territory for someone working in trade business. Maou looked at Somiya emotionlessly. True, the effects of your actions are very remarkable. Thanks to you, our company finally got a foothold in the previously monopolistic military industries. Also, the layoff that allowed the company to get rid of the so-called large enterprise disease is necessary, as you suggested. Other than those, you showed no sign of stopping the praise. However, Maou already sensed the truth lying behind Somiya's words. Thus, he finally began to speak.
So, do you want me to take over this line? Because I don't think I've seen this before.
Yeah, go for it.
What you want to say is, you don't need me anymore?
His quiet voice went straight to the point. Somiya went silent.
You gain huge profits by following my orders.
Yes.
But at the same time, you started many projects that can't be revealed to the public eye.
Our company is taking too many risks.
Because of me?
Because of the devil. Because of that devil's brain of yours. Somiya's lips quivered. Maou knows. Somiya may be in a position of power within an enormous company, but that only applies to the workings of the company itself. Yep, here it is just mano a mano. With respect to the illegal acts planned by Maou, he was a mere greenhorn. To be frank with you, I want you to go to South America.
That's pretty warm.
Maou let a subtle laugh escape his lips. Somiya tried to smooth things over. You should go into hiding for a while until things calm down.
That's pretty warm. Maou repeated again.
Yes, it's warm there. I've already prepared a resort over there. I promise you, you won't be treated unfairly.
Maou shook his head.
Wrong.
What's wrong?
I'm saying your sheltered little psyche is warm.
Yep. His sheltered little psyche. That is not what he was calling out. Somiya cringed as if he'd bit his tongue.
You should take care of me a bit more thoroughly if I'm truly in your way.
Thoroughly? Just then the elevator doors opened. A man in white entered. Somiya's face turned to the side. He welcomed the man with eyes that cried for help. Allow me to introduce someone. This is Kuwashima-kun. He was a young man that looked to be in his mid-20s. He was pale and frail-looking. His eyes seemed to glow with an eerie sheen. He seemed like the type that would be more at home in the laboratory than a business enterprise. This is our company's new consultant. He's from Boston University. We had him come out here as a huge favor.
My successor, then?
I studied game theory during my time there. Kuwashima spoke with a husky voice. I hear they call you Maou. I was looking forward to seeing just what kind of person you are, but I wasn't expecting someone so young. I'm 26 this year, but you must be even younger than me.
For a game theory specialist, you sure like revealing information about yourself.
Mm-hmm. I heard about you from Mr. Somiya. Maou took a look at Somiya. That motion alone filled Somiya with fear. Kuwashima-kun's already an employee. Doesn't matter if he knows, does it?
An employee? I see. A big company like Senjou Corporation certainly wouldn't want to rely on an outsider like me.
This is a transfer of power. From now on, Senjou Corporation will enter a clean and open new era. Kuwashima continued his pretentious speech. Maou didn't hate young men who were blinded by pride. He smiled as he thought, "Oh, come, lovely child." What? You have something you want to say?
Sure enough, you might be a genius. However, you have yet to accomplish anything, correct?
Washima sneered. Listen, boyo. Business strategy is all about theory. Results always come out of it sooner or later. It's been statistically proven that people like myself with a firm grasp of business theory provide results for their corporations.
Sounds reliable.
Maou slowly walked toward Kuwashima.
Let's play a game.
A game?
If you win, I'll step down gracefully. Treat this as your employment test.
Kuwashima smiled as Maou finished. No problem. What's the game? Maou stretched his left arm and held it out before Kuwashima. He spread out each finger and pointed it at the man before him.
You show me your fingers too.
Kuwashima held out his left hand.
Now, you and I have 10 fingers in total.
Even Maou has only 5 fingers. Maou continued calmly, ignoring Kuwashima's mockery.
Oh yeah, I think that was your line before. Green. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Yep,
The rules are
it's okay.
We will both take turns and use our right hands to bend these 10 fingers.
The finger bending game? I'm pretty good at this.
You can bend either 2 fingers or 1 during your turn, but you cannot bend fingers from the same hand twice in a row.
1 or 2, and the person who bends the last finger wins?
You're smart. Many questions.
Then Kuwashima quietly chuckled. He was trying to conceal his amusement. It seemed that his laughter was directed at what he considered to be his opponent's stupidity.
I have a proposal, Maou.
What is it?
May I have the first move? Maou nodded. Kuwashima smirked as his proposal was approved.
But I had an idea as well.
Anything's fine with me. Please go ahead.
A 20-second time limit for each turn. Do you think?
20 seconds? 10 should be enough.
Is 10 seconds really okay?
Yep.
You sure?
Enough discussion. Let's start already. Maou and Kuwashima faced each other. Each spread his left hand and straightened his fingers. So, let the game begin. I'm going first. Kuwashima bent his own thumb with his right hand. This is the first move. Since they began with Kuwashima's thumb, the person who bends Mao's little finger will be the winner. Maou bent his own thumb, and Kuwashima's index finger.
Your turn. Time limit's 10 seconds.
Kuwashima bent Mao's index finger with a confident look on his face.
One's enough.
Yes, my victory has already been set in stone. Maou bent two fingers during his next turn. Kuwashima's middle finger and then his own. Don't make me laugh, Maou.
What is it?
This is precisely the game where the person to count the number 10 wins. Even middle school students know how to win at this. Kuwashima touched his own ring finger as he laughed uncontrollably. My ring finger is the 7th in the game. Winning is easy once you look at it backwards. To bend the last finger, whoever reaches the 7th first wins.
Ah.
You must bend the 4th to bend the 7th, and you must bend the 1st to bend the 4th, which means the person who takes the first turn has a guaranteed victory from the beginning. Maou listened to Kuwashima's explanation quietly. Meaning, when I put the 7th finger down, Maou can only bend the 8th and the 9th at the same time. If you bend the 8th, I'll follow with the 9th and the 10th. If you take both the 8th and the 9th, I'll bend the 10th directly. Kuwashima finally put the 7th finger, his own ring finger, down.
You're talking too much. It's already far beyond the time limit.
Maou said this calmly.
Though I would love to say you've already lost. I'll let you off just this one time.
Worthy of the name, Maou. Thank you for your generosity.
But there won't be a second time. Let's continue.
Continue the game? Don't you get what I just said? 3 fingers remain. The 8th, Mao's ring finger. The 9th, Kuwashima's little finger. The 10th, Mao's little finger. Are you stupid? I just put the 7th finger down. You're going to lose no matter what.
You never know who's going to win until the end.
Maou put down his ring finger, then stretched his right hand toward Kuwashima's pinky. You're an ignorant person, Mr. Samiya. Would you acknowledge me already? Kuwashima was drunk on his victory, but then it happened. Eee! Suddenly, Kuwashima screamed. He didn't clearly understand what had just happened. The suffering and shock were plain on his face. Eee! What did you... As opposed to the panicked Kuwashima, Maou didn't make the slightest reaction.
It's bent rather nicely, isn't it?
Whoa. Ah!
Once you've experienced it, you'll know that it doesn't really hurt that much when you break your little finger.
Kuwashima's face turned pale. His finger was pointing in an impossible direction. It was no doubt a shock to a researcher like Kuwashima. Maou had truly bent his pinky.
Now it's your turn. You said that 10 seconds was plenty, yes?
Kuwashima didn't respond. Instead, he bent down and shivered in pain.
What's wrong? As I've said before, you can't go over the time limit twice. Come on. My pinky is the only finger left. All you have to do is bend it and you win.
Help me! Kuwashima's already abandoned all thoughts about the game. The match was decided. Maou put down his arm and spoke to the man before him as he whimpered like a small animal.
Your capabilities as a strategist from your very first move.
Maou continued his speech without a shred of pride at his victory.
Just as you said, in this game, the person who takes the first move wins. Everyone knows that, yes. But it's precisely because everyone knows it that you should have stopped to think more deeply about it.
Kuwashima's face lurched to me as he blocked his forehead with the back of his head. Or hand, rather. He has already understood his complete failure.
You should have broken my thumb with your first move. Unlike the little finger, breaking one's thumb is quite painful. That's why I suggested the 20-second time limit. I wanted 20 seconds to be able to withstand the pain of shock of a broken thumb.
Oh my god! Snapping someone's finger just like that!
You can't be a corporate strategist if you hesitate to hurt someone. A word from us can destroy a company, break a family apart, or force an employee to suicide. It's not a job for a normal human being.
Maou glanced at Sumiya, standing in the corner of the room like a decoration.
Mr. Sumiya, do you understand?
Mm-hmm. Sweat started pouring from Sumiya's forehead, as if he just now realized how terribly powerful Maou really was.
You truly find me an unnecessary hindrance to your company. I would advise you to do something less reckless and simply ship me off to South America. That's a very lenient decision after all. I still have unfinished business and I need this company to help finish it all. I have yet to receive any proper compensation for the profits I have earned for the company. If I were to be treated unfairly like that, I would have ended up taking revenge on the Senao Corporation.
I understand. Sumiya raised his arms nervously. Maou continued closing in.
You said this before, didn't you? That even if someone died here, it would be easily concealed?
I said I understand.
You should kill me. That would be the best way.
Stop! Maou knows how to control his fellow man. He simply causes pain without hesitation. Sumiya and Kuwashima can't do this. Just now, Maou demonstrated this lethal distinction. This distinction and the magnificent, overwhelming strength of violence. Damned demon! Sumiya's curse is only a compliment to Maou. Chapter 1. God damn.
Good scene, eh?
Very much so.
How long are we?
How long have we been going for?
About 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours and about 20 minutes.
I have dinner anyway, so what do you think? Should we leave it here?
I'm content with leaving it here.
Yeah.
And yeah, that OB/GYN was not expanded upon. That was, not really talked about outside that one line. So I'm glad I noted that down. I'm gonna look that up later. Find out what the deal with that is. See if that has any relevance. Yeah, really good stuff so far. Oh man. Can't really wait for all Can't wait for all of this to start coming to a head. Woo!
It's getting.
This is gonna be a
good.
Yeah. This is gonna be a good ride. I can tell. This is gonna be a good fucking ride.
Yeah, I said that this would be a good fucking first suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys,
I don't have much else to say other than that. Yeah.
I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. If you want more, of course, subscribe to this God-forsaken channel and join the even more God-forsaken server that's currently in the description. That'd be a good idea.
Yep. We'll be here back with this hopefully sooner than 2 weeks. I didn't plan on it being that long between parts.
Yes.
So yeah, shouldn't be as long of a wait between parts next time. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. By the way, Bradley says he's really enjoying it.
Be right back in a sec.
Yep, I'm just gonna sign off, so. Anyway, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, take care.